Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we build on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Killah Priest podcast, KPP. I am your host, Killah Priest, the Iron Sheik. And controlling the rocket is none other than A.G.A. Dizzle.
Yeah, what's up? It's gonna be a good show tonight. Let's go.
It's gonna be great. By my side is Kemet.
What's going on, y'all? You know what it is. Young Kemet out of great.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. What's good?
Oh man, you know I ain't complaining. Just out here maxing, relaxing, trying to keep this paper stacked. You feel me?
Yes, indeed, brother.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to the Rocketeers and shout out to the Craftsmen. I would say Craftsmen and Rocketeers. Craftsmen should come first because the C is before R. So the Craftsmen, it don't matter.
They gotta build the rocket.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Coach. There's another C. Coach Kadaka in the building. Shout out to Coach Kadaka. She said also, please continue to share your social media, please, and thank you. There you go.
Yeah.
See, brothers, I can read. Just read. And just that sometimes it's hard to see. And a lot of names y'all be spelling it with numbers in it.
Yeah.
R's. And so I'm a person, when I look at the words, you know, I kind of really see inside the words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
saying
just,
the mic sounds funky.
oh, it's too loud?
Something.
Auto Tingy, that's on the rocket control, man. Diesel did it right.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, indeed. Shout out to we got a special guest today. Today is going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be fun. We already started building before we even started.
Right.
Me and this brother goes right. Me and this brother go way back. I think we go back before the existence of this time, this era. We go back to the jungles, all the way back to, you know what I'm saying, beyond. I think we was a cosmos, brother. We got Raw Fury here today, yo.
Back
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be real good, man. Yo, we got him waiting up, looking like King Sargon, Tahaka. In the building. We was talking about Ancient Kush yesterday. We always build on some high science every time when I'm with him, and we have to. And not like a lot of brothers. He was raised in the mountains, and he went to the schools of. You have to be initiated. Certain schools you have to go to. You just can't walk up in the temples.
Yeah.
Certain schools you go to, and we was talking about this earlier, where you have to be initiated, and you have to be groomed and prepared. Today, dudes just bust in the door. You know what I'm saying? They walk in the door and ask the teacher. They just go sit down and do everything. Sometimes there's an order to things. You just can't go up in the school and ask the master questions without him hitting you in your bald head or something like that, telling you what's your technique and you know, your skill. So you have to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even gonna hold him too long. I'm not gonna hold him too long because he's right here waiting patient. I give to you Lord Fury. Lord Fury, man. Make some noise for Lord Fury, man. What's up, my brethren?
Well, go on, Saya.
Yeah, I know we can hear you, but I mean you can hear us, but we can't hear you. Something with the audio.
You can't hear me?
Make sure you're not muted on your end.
And they saying that the sound is bad.
There you go.
You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, go on, read it.
What going on? Zion Lex is in the building. Shout out to Zion Lex.
Big on the man called
Zion Lex.
Flex and flex.
Shout out to Zion Lex, man, in the building right now. I see you said
Original Israelite God.
Indeed. He said sound.
Saying the sound is bad. What up, brother? When you gonna come back through, Zion? I see you up in the building. We have Lord Fury. What's going on? What going on?
Over there.
Yeah, man. Lord Fury, I want to send a couple of shout outs. Tofu in the building. Tofu Shinobi says KP mic is off. AD
Oh,
is
shit.
getting it. Yeah, AD is getting it.
We
ready.
good. I had to reset some shit.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
So we back on, right? Okay, let me say this again. Shout out to Shin Warrior Goddess. Shout out to Tomorrow's Micah. He said you good now, so we good. Y'all can hear me.
Dope.
Yeah, I had to upgrade the software and it reset all my audio inputs, so everyone was listening to the webcam audio rather than the mics. So I reset it. We all good now.
So
Please proceed.
Blessings.
So I got to start that intro, man.
Yeah,
I said a lot.
They heard you. It was just echoey because that was a webcam microphone. So
They heard me, but did they feel me?
Sound like a reggae dance.
it's all good.
Echo chamber.
Exactly. Lord Fury, for the people who don't know, we go back. Tell us a little bit. This is going to be great, too. Tell us a little bit about your beginnings, your genesis, your humble beginnings to what led you to becoming, turning into the Lord Fury.
Well, it might not be so humble.
Indeed.
It might have been a little bit crazy.
Hey.
I mean,
Hey.
I was raised in the amongst elders in the Rastafari,
That's right.
Nyabingi theocratic order that were very serious and dedicated to the liberty. I mean, so it was Bible, history, nonstop, geography, science, and, race, culture, creed. And then, due to the badness, I ended up in juvenile delinquent centers. So out here now where I'm at, a lot of fighting amongst racial fight. Yeah, we had neo-Nazis and skinheads in these group homes and juvenile delinquent centers. So you're forced to take a side.
Where's that at? That's in Canada?
In Canada, yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Okay.
So back in my era, like a lot of people never had to go through these shits. Like in Brooklyn, I don't know nobody talking about skinheads or neo-Nazis. And then you have to fight, you know what I'm saying? And crackers calling you nigga and shit. So we had to learn ourselves from an early age. And either be a punk or be a god and start cutting necks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I chose to cut necks.
I heard that.
God just
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because in my country where I come from, you know what I'm saying, we don't take no talking to nobody.
I heard
You know what I'm
that.
saying? We live by the law of gunshot. So, and if you're too young to gunshot, you use knife.
I heard that.
Don't have a blade, you use a rock.
That's
So,
right.
Let's set the stage. What he's saying for you the timid and the weak, is that this is gangster talk, and this is real righteous gangster talk. You know what I mean? It's like in the humble beginnings, we came through a trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Just to reach that part. So this is not for the faint heart. This is you had to be out there and doing it. And when you in Toronto, in the cold streets of Toronto, and in the cold streets of Brooklyn, and in Compton, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It gets real, and that goes back to ancient stories. Go ahead.
exactly. So in Brooklyn, y'all have police. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know how Jamaicans get down with police.
Indeed.
In Brooklyn,
Shower
you had
posse.
Italian mafia was extorting niggas in Brooklyn and Harlem.
Yeah.
Facts. That's a fact.
Y'all know that in the 80s, early to late 80s, late 70s, when Jamaicans started migrating over to Brooklyn and in Harlem and these places, we weren't having that shit. We were like, yo, are you nuts? These motherfucking white goddamn imperialists that work for Mussolini is extorting black Americans? Yo, gunshot. Off their face.
Facts.
It's on.
In the name of His Majesty, you know what I'm saying? So and y'all know, and everyone knows this shit, that when Jamaicans came to Brooklyn,
Gangsta.
Harlem, Queens,
Gangsta.
everything turned up, and a lot of Italian mafia had to move and
Came
go to
with the
New
gun.
Jersey,
Yeah.
go to the village. You know what I'm saying? You have to move from over them places. So the warrior spirit, but
Indeed.
it's a righteous warrior spirit. You can't be in no fucking this time, and this time you gotta be right. Because right now the devil's moving hard.
Very hard.
Very hard.
Very hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're telling you what to do. They're saying get down or lay down.
Yeah.
Right,
Soon
right.
they're gonna say you can't eat without getting this
Vaccine.
this gene turner.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Gunshot.
Yeah.
Gunshot. Yo, let me set the stage because I see that you're ready to go in.
Yeah, facts,
and that, you know, every time we build, you already go in.
Yeah,
and I was just saying
talk.
this earlier. And we got to get ready for this because they're already, just like when they had the bikes outside before we even knew it, with these little scooters, everybody rolling around in these scooters, they're already prepared for the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
What it is that they're going to get, and I don't know if it's the vaccine.
Yeah.
But
it's leading up to something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a precursor.
Already done.
Yeah.
Already done. So for the chat room, get ready because listen, they're already in plan and the plan is set, is in motion.
Speak on it, Lord.
It's in motion.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for the date just to go ahead. You know how and it just turns around.
Man.
And then next thing you know, you got to have the mark in your head and your hand. However you want to put it.
I call it they softening up the people.
Exactly.
They softening them up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you want to institute something, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I was in the pen. When I first got in the pen, everybody was wearing street clothes and they was getting packages from their people in boxes. By the time I left out, niggas was in Chinese house slippers and paying for canteen.
Set up.
But they did it over a slow process. You know, and only the ones that was there and was paying attention could actually catch on to it.
Right.
Whereas if you was a new person on the block, like the new generation that's coming up, that becomes the norm.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas the elders is like, I don't remember it being like this.
Exactly.
But they slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? It's like the frog on a pot.
Right.
They just slowly but surely turning the heat up on the people.
And
you're right. To add on to what you're saying, out here the same shit went on. In the 90s, when I was in the pen, we could have our own stuff. And the guards had to stay outside the gate.
Yeah.
Now, everything's made out of glass. You can't even shit in peace, and the guards are inside there with you. If you gotta put it on the guards, otherwise, to gain respect. Otherwise, they're not gonna respect you. So the inmates like little kids.
Yep.
Right. Because
you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Right. So you're already in the system, right? Because some people might not know this, but we're all in a system already. It's just that cats that get locked up and put behind a wall, you can actually see them for going outside of society.
Yeah.
But what they got planned for us now, because they're taking their rights. The whole thing is to slide in and take the rights from the people. So where we at, Furry? What do we have to do to go against that? For us to fight back. We saw what happened with George Floyd. That's all a setup.
That's all a setup.
All a setup, right?
Yeah, that's a definite setup.
Yeah.
Well, here's where it's gone bad right now. You see, the people that are in power is like white people, but it's different kind of white people, and they're fighting amongst themselves. You got Aryans, you got Caucasians. Those are the two main people that are fighting among, but you have other ones too.
Right.
Right? You have the people that come from Canaan people, from Rome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The stories they're talking about Romulus and Remus are real shits.
Right.
People stuck in tits of a goddamn wolf.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So they're fighting for power.
Right.
And the poor white people now are the ones that should be fighting against them, but they're not even doing that. That's when you know the world's in problems. When you see white people not rebelling full-heartedly, like where's the white supremacists?
Right.
They're not down with this shit, you know. White supremacists do not want nothing to do with this vaccine shit. They don't want nothing to do with this government because they think it's jewelry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they rebelling in Paris the other day and stuff. They had a riot in Paris and they had a riot in England. You know what I'm saying? The white folks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's certain little factions.
It was a mixture of people. I seen
it's
that.
A mixture. It's a mixture of small
white
groups.
people, Muslims, all kind of people involved in that.
Yeah.
But normally, when white people are disgruntled, then people are gonna follow and join in. But this looks like everyone's going for this shit.
Right.
Or the media is just playing it down
Yeah.
a certain way. But
Right.
these things have come to pass. these things have to come to pass. It's been written of it,
Right.
There's
Right.
more fools than there is wise. There's more followers than leaders, and there's more stupid than smart. There's
Yeah.
more wicked than righteous.
Yeah.
There's more of everything bad than there is good.
Yeah.
So these things have to come to pass.
Yeah. My homeboy used to tell me all the time, you know what I'm saying, the weak outnumber the strong. You know what I'm saying? And,
Exactly.
And that's true in living right now. The weak
True
outnumber
in
the
living.
strong.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to take a vaccine and you don't know what the hell's in it.
Okay. We got a question from a super chat from K-Bob Prax. He says, Fury gives Jamaicans too much credit. Bumpy Johnson had Harlem on lock. The Italians knew their place. What do you say about that?
But when the shower posse came in, bro, if you know anything about it,
Yes.
people were dying.
You had to be in Brooklyn,
People
K-Bob
were shooting
practice.
openly in public in front of police.
Yeah.
They're shooting a police there. It's like you're talking a different thing. I'm not gonna even say nothing to this kid.
Yeah.
What's his name?
K-Bob practice.
Yeah, and that was
K-pop,
a different
but
era
I-
too. Like when Bumpy
If you
Johnson
won't even
came,
go
that was
there,
a different
you can go
era.
there. Check it out.
Well, if you check,
Marcus Garvey
right,
came from Jamaica
right,
to wake up the majority
right,
of America.
Facts.
right,
Facts.
right. Facts. That is facts.
Yeah.
That's
From
facts.
St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica.
That's facts.
I got nothing more to say to the kid.
Divine Unique says, peace, peace, AD, peace on my cap. Said at the airport right now on my way to Egypt. Oh, wow. There's somebody going out there to see the real, and they're not just talking about it, they traveling out there. It says 10 on the strength, good looking. 5 cause you live. Peace to the gods. No doubt.
to the
Peace to
gods.
you. Yeah, man, make sure y'all hit that super chat. We just soften it. I mean, this is just
Yeah.
base.
Yeah.
And we about to dive in a little bit deeper. But even when you go back on K-Bob practice that out there, because even when you go back and you look at the movie Malcolm X, right? Who was the guy who was when Malcolm X was getting on in the street?
Yep.
He met Jamaica. What was his name?
Archie.
Archie. Yep.
Archie had it
yeah.
on lock. Remember this one
And
thing.
even Bobby learned from Archie.
Yeah.
Archie's a real bad man. The Jamaican
That's right.
different kind of black people.
And he said, "Who is he?" He said, "What do he do?" He said, "He do a little bit of this and a little bit of that." And so even Malcolm X had to sit down with Archie, and Archie put him on. You know what I'm saying? So it was a street thing that when you take it way back, you'll see that the yard was always in there because they had the guns, man.
Facts.
So it was the guns.
The baddest set of slaves that they took from the Western Africa, the baddest set of Israelites they took from Western Africa
Right.
was Jamaicans. They were
Right.
not in America. The baddest ones were Jamaica and Haiti.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Am I hear the bullshit and talk shit? The baddest set of ones were in Jamaica. Facts.
That's right. And
See?
close. Right, go ahead.
And then even in Haiti, when they got their freedom, it was Jamaicans that went to Haiti to help Toussaint Louverture free and beat down the French, Napoleon and the crackers. It was Jamaicans that went over there.
That's
Jamaicans
fine.
then got their own independence over in Jamaica.
Right.
So I'm saying to you,
Right.
it's a law of badness.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's right.
Law of badness. One time Jamaica was the richest place on earth. People don't want to talk about that. Although they had Henry Morgan and the Buccaneers, you have a rum called Henry Morgan rum, right? That same pirate you see on the damn bottle was the wickedest pirate. That motherfucker was robbing everybody. He was from Spain, but he was a faggot. So what he was doing was basically having sex with boys. So that's why Jamaicans don't like homosexuality.
Yeah, playing games.
A body boy.
I love Fury. You go be playing games, yo.
Yo, the man was raping, killing the women and raping the boys.
Right.
So basically what happened was Jamaicans, the Maroons spot them, and then the English spot them same time, and then that's how we got them out. But then Port Royal, a place where all the gold was, it sunk under the earth in Jamaica. 2/3 of Port Royal parish in Jamaica, it sunk under the ocean with all the gold. It was like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Wow.
The way Henry Morgan had the place. So it's badness, the law of the gun, which Jamaica deal with, we kill.
Right. Indeed.
That's what they do. That's what we do.
Man, that's hard, bro. That's hard.
Look at that. Marcus Garvey was a bad man. You think that's easy for a man from Jamaica to come to big ass America, to organize black people in America, to go against white people in America?
Indeed.
Yo,
Especially in that state of mind.
man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that was a
Don't
tough task,
try
man.
to
You
throw
had to
shade
have,
on Jamaica, man. Don't do that.
that balls of steel.
Don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I
yo.
mean?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can't do that. Bring it back down.
God, one thing, man.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, if it wasn't for Jamaica, guess what? Ghostface Killah would not be wearing Wallaby Clarks. Remember me say that. Who was wearing Clarks? It was Jamaican.
Yeah.
Indeed. Travel Fox.
Facts. Travel Fox, Bally. You know what I'm
Kangos.
saying?
Kangos.
All right, Kangos, all that.
Yo, Slick Rick the
Slick
ruler.
Rick, the Jamaican dude.
Exactly. Karis One.
You know what I'm saying? Biggie. I know Biggie's mom.
Okay.
Jamaican.
Yep, indeed. Yo, what'd you say? Okay, let me read a couple more. It says Lemon Adams. Nimlan Adams. He said, we need to get off the regional titles for now. No matter where you from, here you are. I mean, that's where we at, basically. You know what I'm saying? So we started off, I mean, K-Bob Practice, shout out to him. He let that one go in. Danny Soul says, Santa Celeste. He loves to go in. I have the angel Gabriel with my brother Michael. Yeah. We responsible for the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Any weak conception must have the celestial correction, Anunnaki. Lord Fury. Is that a verse?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the song Lord Marduk.
Ooh.
You're Gabriel Michael.
Lord Fury, if y'all don't know, from my album, what's that? Psychic World of Walter Reed, and it was Merciless who came with the beat. Man, we was in there and we were playing some of the tunes, and this goes way back, and that song came up.
Do you remember that day?
Yes.
You told me to get you 2 saltfish rotis.
Yes.
Merciless played the
Indeed.
and coconut water.
Yes.
Merciless played the beat.
Yes.
I said, I'll be back in a minute.
Right.
When I came back, you were like 4 verses in. I'm like, free. And you looked at me and go, oh, the galaxy's opened up. When I was like, yeah.
Pen just start moving.
If anybody don't know, there is nobody better than Killah Priest when it comes to rhyming and speaking the chosen word. Nobody.
Thank you, brother.
I don't care what anybody wants to say. You can say this man, that man. You can't go against. Listen to me. The man spits.
Thanks, bro.
Scriptures
and scrolls. Until you can do that.
Oh man. Man, thank you so much for that, brother.
That's facts. That's actual facts.
But the man rhymes. Angels cry. Tears fall out of their eye. Yeah. Take human form and fly. You can't mess with priests.
Wow. I said that? You said that was a verse?
No, you never said that. I'm telling you what you do.
That's hard. Yo, Furry, come on, man. Come on, yo. When we did Moon Crickets, we formed the alliance. We went out there to Toronto to do the show, me and Ghostface. And that's where me and Fury formed the alliance to do the Moon Cricket. A lot of people didn't get the name at first, but we took it way back because the Moon Cricket. You explain it, brother. I mean, you the guest on the show. Shout out to Stringer.
What it is like in the lost journals of Nat Turner, some of the slave owners' children were saying that, well, the first one, I believe it was Williams. He said that in the dark of the night, when the first cabin got raided, the man opened the door, and all you could see was the moon. It was pitch black. And all you could hear was crickets. And then he felt a knife in his neck, and his son was hiding under the table. And his last words were, "Goddamn moon crickets." So a man could take that as saying nigger, or a man could take that as a blessing. Because
Facts.
I would rather be called a moon cricket than a nigger.
Yeah. At
Because
least
you
that
don't
moon
get
cricket
the
was
word
getting free.
Yeah, it was freedom.
Yeah.
The moon shining and the crickets chirping.
Right.
Your last words, you didn't see who did it to you. All you heard was the moon crickets.
There you go. There you go.
So it's not a negative thing. The rednecks will use it as a negative thing now. Because
Right.
oh goddamn moon cricket, because you know what I'm saying? And crickets are black, they come out and make noise in the moon. Black people doing the same thing when they have parties and dances at night in the damn cabin, drinking their bourbon. But I mean, you know what I mean? That's where it really comes from.
Right.
So
Okay.
we formed the alliance. And if you listen to the album Death in the Arena, it's the combination that are on it.
Fire. Fire.
Wrong.
If y'all don't got the Moon Crickets album, y'all need to go get that now.
Check that out.
Me and Furry, unsaturated, uncut, is raw. It's one of the dopest. And we're going to do another one. This is one of the
The
dopest
Bounty Killer's
albums.
on it.
And we have Bounty Killer.
Bounty.
Lee Scratch Perry's on it.
And Lee Scott, I didn't even tell because when Planet Asia was here, he was saying, man, one of the best songs I ever did in my life was with getting Lee Scratch. And I didn't even tell him that we already worked with Lee Scratch. You know what I'm saying? I was just humble at the moment. And I was like, damn, brother, that's
You see?
that's going to be it's hard to pass Lee Scratch. You already know how I feel about Lee Scratch. Tell the story, brother. All right, hold on. We're gonna remember that I said this. Lee Scratch, we're going to go into that. Let me just do a couple more super chats. This is from Stringer. That's one of our regular ones. Shout out to Stringer, man. He put 20 on it. He said, Peace, Priest, AD, Macapara, DG. Question for Lord Ferry. What do you teach the kids? Perfect. That's good. Lord Ferry. Question from Stringer. He said, what do you teach the kids?
I teach the kids to do good and good will follow you. And if you're a young boy, grow up to be a man. If you're a young girl, grow up to be a woman. There is nothing in between.
Fire. Fire.
Right there.
Fire.
Enough said.
Enough said, brother.
You
Yeah,
do
enough
good
said.
and good will follow you. Grow up to be a man and you grow up to be a woman. Don't change and stay the same way. Be like a penny. You cannot be changed.
Hey.
Facts.
Hey, that's yo, man.
Yeah, be like a penny. You
You gotta
can't be
teach the
changed.
kids that now because right now in school they're teaching them not to be that.
Facts.
As
gonna leave it
basic and as
alone.
simple as it sounds, I could say, all right, kids, let's sit down and read the Bible. I can't even do that right now. That's just too much.
Right.
I gotta teach them to be a man and teach them to be a woman.
Right.
Because right now they're telling them, if you're a boy and you feel like crying like a little sissy, I'm not saying there's something wrong with crying. I'm saying crying like a sissy. There's
Right.
something wrong with that.
Yeah.
Then
Right.
it's okay. You can just go pee in the girls' washroom. That's not cool, man.
Yeah, that's not cool.
And for the girls, if you feel like you're tough today, you can be a tough guy and play on the goddamn football team with the men. Are you crazy?
Right.
Yo,
I was
listen
just
to me.
saying it's all backwards, man. It's all changed.
Yeah,
flipped
but
around.
then again, you gotta
It's
know
all
what
new
it is.
technology.
We're living in that time where the scripture talks about all these things.
Right.
Man will become lovers of themselves and want to alter that which is to
That's
what
right.
that which is not.
That's right. That's right.
That's what's going on right now.
Yes.
Yo, the government of Canada is giving people free surgical sex changes
What?
for anybody who wants to change their sex. And guess what's happening to them?
Yeah.
When these little bate boys want to get a vagina, guess what happens to them?
Right.
There's one part they can't. There's one part they can't connect properly.
Uh-huh. What's that?
The bate hole, the crease, the
Right.
prostrate. They can't remove it properly
Right.
to put it in the vagina.
Right.
So when these, and don't ask me how I know. I know this because different surgeons have told me certain shit.
Right.
But when a
We
man
got
is
to Law Ferry for research. Go ahead.
when man is having sex with one of these he/she's or the fuck they're called, these new transplanted something or other creatures, with these new creatures with a vagina, with they remove their penis and put a vagina in place, it smells like shit. But the ass and the pussy basically in one backing in the back part.
Right.
They can't take it out and change it. So when they're clapping it, the man feels like these homosexual men are committing suicide at a large rate. These are facts. You can look it up.
Right. Right. Well,
Because but the man saying, "Yo, your pussy smells like shit." So imagine you go to the surgery, take your dick off, you put a pussy there. And then you want to fuck a man. A man fucks you and tells you your pussy smell like shit. He basically your fucking ass.
Oh man, the
So you went from all
Boosie
that,
boys.
You're gonna kill yourself. That's
Man.
what's going on. The government of Canada is giving. I think America's doing the same shit. But I
No
know
pun intended, right? No, no, yeah.
Doing the same shit, huh?
You know, you got a point. You got a point on something too. You touching on a very touchy subject, but why should it be touchy? Why we can't talk like people?
No, I mean,
They taking the power out of us having real conversations.
Yep.
With each other, dialogue that's so touchy and everything. Yeah. Why is it, you know, everybody should have a preference.
It's chaos. They're causing chaos amongst the people. When you cause chaos amongst the people, you know what I'm saying? That's the agenda of the devil.
Right.
They took the Bible out of school.
Yeah.
They took the Bible out of school. Right.
Yep.
Because right.
Yeah.
Right.
It says if a man layeth with a man as he layeth with a woman,
right,
both men shall be put to death.
Right.
They took the Bible out of school.
Right.
And gave you the bati agenda.
Indeed.
That's what's going on right now.
Indeed.
Facts. Man, it's deep, man. That's why I'm trying to get away.
The thing, yeah. And then the thing, yeah. See, this is you touching on some real deep subjects right here. And you know, if a guy likes another guy, that's his thing. But if a guy likes a girl, why do they have to put a big thing like you got to do this and you can't?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You got to
yeah.
be this way. Everybody should be have their own way of doing what they're doing. If it's good for them, then it's good. Whatever you like and what you talk about, it should be good to you. But that's not the way the world is ran.
Nah.
It's ran. Everybody, all these alphabets are coming against everyone, and then everybody, you know, not just the FBI, you know what I mean? All these new agendas and everything. Just, you know, no one's safe of just being human, and you know, getting our information from the plants, and when the plants speak to us in vegetable form and fruit form. And getting that information of how nature has a consistency of communication where we can grow and experience the universe on the planet, which is inside the universe, which are having a conversation with God himself, you know what I mean, or itself. You know what I'm saying? And us enjoying, because we was talking about, and not get off the subject, we're gonna get back on Lee Scratch Perry, but you was talking about the purple sea moss.
Yeah.
You know,
to add on to what you were saying,
yeah.
The vegetables that speak to us through the carbon that talks to our melanin in our skin. What they've done, they've taken out the seeds and given us seedless fruit. What you're going to do in the humans, they're giving you these cucumbers that have no seeds in it. And then for some reason, these boys are turning into seedless wonders. They want to put their dick in a shit pit where nothing can be born out of.
Right.
So what's going on initially is that they're giving you oranges with no seeds, watermelons with no seeds. They're trying to plant in your mind, even to the fruits that the Almighty created for you to go to a dead end street. The dead end street is when male to male is a dead end street. And I'm saying that if y'all want to do your thing, do your thing.
Right.
But you made a choice. You made a conscious decision to fuck ass and go in the dead end street.
Right.
But that you lose the right now to speak on behalf of straight people that are raised. Since when are they experts on raising children when they don't want to have children in the fucking first place?
Fact.
This is the question that has to be asked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're wrong all the way through the whole, through scientifically speaking, righteously speaking, soulfully speaking, spiritually speaking, physically speaking, mentally speaking. Man, that is wrong. Culturally speaking.
Right. K-Bob Practice, we see your super chat. Don't worry, we're gonna get to it. You know what I mean? Everything takes a time. We got Ja Wise in the building. Shout out to Ja Wise. He put $5.90 on.
Big up Ja Wise.
K-Bob Practice says,
shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired. Get ready. K-Bob Practice is coming back to you, Fury. He says, because Jamaicans, JM, was too soft and wouldn't listen to Garvey's message. He had to come to America to get his vision going.
All right. So if Jamaicans were so soft that the hardest man in Jamaica had to come to America, Jamaicans ran Marcus Garvey out of Jamaica. That's what happened. They weren't listening to him because he stuttered too much. He didn't have his way of talking. He had to go somewhere where people are more docile. He went to America to go.
This is new information.
Help out.
This is deep information.
Jamaicans are hard. You don't get it. Jamaicans will not like it. They didn't like Bob Marley either. He had to run. They shot Bob Marley. They killed Peter Tosh. Jamaicans are vile. So you want to say soft?
Right.
There's nothing soft about it.
Right.
They were just too hard. Garvey couldn't deal with it.
Right. So he took off.
So yeah, what you're saying is incorrect.
Right.
You had to leave.
Right.
You know when you're on a ring jail and you gotta bounce because you don't make the club, man, niggas will bounce you from that shit. Jamaicans will bounce you.
Right.
If you stutter too much and we can't understand what you're saying, you better leave.
Now see, this is new information.
We bounce you.
Yeah, he
So you
said,
gotta
I never
run,
knew
son.
Garvey stuttered. Yo.
Garvey's
Yeah.
a stuttering nigga, man. Like
Yeah.
Moses.
Like
Why do we
Moses.
call him Marcus Mosiah Garvey? He
Yeah.
stuttered.
Right.
Moses stuttered. You forget Moses used to stutter?
Right.
Aaron had to speak for him.
Wow. Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow. Man, this is some top information, bro.
Come again, brethren. Come again.
Come again. Rewind. Yeah. Aurora Borealis said Moses also had a study. Yeah, so you got him in there. You got Peter Tosh, who you put me up on. And because, I'm Bob Marley. And then to the brother put me up on Peter Tosh. Now, Peter Tosh was angelic. His voice was on another level. But you know how it goes. I'll let you tell a story, We don't want to go too far into that because we got so much to cover. But let's be honest. They took on the Marley, but Peter Tosh, what's the science behind that?
Peter Tosh was Bob Marley's teacher.
There you go.
When it came to guitars, when it came to rhythm sections and shit like that.
Right.
That was his first guitar teacher.
Right.
But Bob Marley's real teacher, who we wanted to emulate, was Lee Scratch Perry.
Lee Scratch, yep.
Because when Bob didn't live nowhere, he lived in Lee Scratch Perry's house, and Lee Scratch Perry gave him the front room with the sun in it. So when the sun got up in the morning, it would shine on Bob Marley. So all the inspiration would go right to that room. You know what I mean? But Peter Tosh now was a teacher to many men. Like he was a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He could fly kick off your head 10 ways from one. He could ride a unicycle. The man could write songs. He was revolutionary.
Right.
Built his own guitars from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And he was revolutionary. The man was very, very serious.
Right.
And he said that black people, the darkest skinned people in Jamaica, don't get no respect. And he said that Bob Marley broke away from it was originally the Wailers, It was Bob, Peter, and Bunny, the Wailers, and then the band behind it. And then Chris Blackwell is a white guy who owned Island Music in Jamaica. He kind of told Bob, let me take you and leave Peter and Bunny, and I'll use you as a star and make out Bob Marley and the Wailers. And then that's when everything went to shit.
Oh, wow. A lot of people don't know that history.
That's deep.
The first album was The Wailers. It was produced by Lee Scratch Perry. If it wasn't for Lee Scratch Perry, you would never hear of Bob Marley. Facts. Or Peter Tosh or Bunny Wailer, and Lee Scratch Perry outlived all of them.
Yeah.
And he's older than them.
That's crazy.
The music Lee Scratch Perry was doing was like Mentos. That's before Calypso, before Rocksteady, before ska. Mentos is like a banjo music. My girl left me. One guitar, one string. Right. Mentos.
Indeed.
Peter Tosh was serious. Peter Tosh is the only man to go on stage at the peace concert in front of the entire country of Jamaica, And you had politics was bad in Jamaica those times. People were killing. They shot Bob Marley to show you how serious politics. Bob Marley wouldn't sing a song on behalf of the Shower Posse. So they said, yeah? All right, we got shot him. They went in and shot him.
Wow.
So Peter Tosh went up on stage in front of the Prime Minister of Jamaica and in front of the opposition. So Edward Seaga, who worked for the CIA, Kissinger and Edward Seaga were good friends, who was the Prime Minister at the time, and then Michael Manley, who worked with Fidel Castro for Cuba. So you had a socialist party and a capitalist party,
Right.
or what they call a labor white party, but it's not really a labor; it's a capitalist that they're working with in America. And Peter Tosh went in front of the whole crowd and stopped the band and spoke for 40 minutes and had the crowd rolling, telling them that, yo, this ganja thing where we have to cock our body, we have to put weed in our, hoop the weed to go from country to town because police are going to kill us for a little draw of weed. That's craziness. And you guys need to stop making black people fight over these two white. He's talking that shit straight in their face. And Jamaica was, and the man were in the front row. He knew that at any given time a man could shoot him. Because both parties had gunmen around them neatly. You know what I'm saying? But he was still doing that. He didn't care. He's the first man to take an interview and go to America and disrespect Michael Jackson and Prince on TV. I was like, shit.
Wow.
This is my kind of man.
Wow.
He was like, yo, I'm gonna sing a song to the blood clot gal, but him not sing a song to the Almighty who create the sun, moon, and bomba blood clot stars. I am sick of that shit. That's what Peter Tosh said.
Wow.
He's serious.
That's gangster.
That's gangster. People weren't doing that shit. How much man you know is gonna go up on stage right now and call out fucking Little Nas X or these little goofy ass, you know what I'm saying? Weirdo niggas. Men are doing that. Men are scared.
Now, we want to go into that, man, because you brought up a name, Little Nas X. It was a lot of science that you wanted to go in on that. But while we do that, I want to do this. K-Bar practice coming back. I want to do this tea ceremony so we can get this out the way, so we can get deeper. You know, this is the month of the Leo, starting. And I like Selassie's birthday coming.
I want to ask him that.
It passed already, July 23rd.
Okay, yeah, ask him that too. Yeah, it passed already. My uncle's birthday is yesterday. Shout out to Uncle. And we got I like that. Hey, AD on point.
AD
See,
always on point.
AD on point. We're gonna start the tea ceremony. We're gonna let you do the prayer. Since you're the guest.
You clean these joints out.
Yeah, you wanna can we get a clean cup? For the chat room, hit that super chat. We about to do a tea ceremony. And we want all y'all to get in. Today we doing Sencha. We doing a Sencha tea. This is some good stuff. We're gonna switch it up. What kind of tea you gonna do, Furry?
Right now, we have some Cersei and fever grass.
Hey, I know you do. You do.
I'm already beating that. It's bitter.
Exactly. I know you do. You do highly with the knowledge on that. Shout out to Sandro, our other moderator. He's in the building, and I know everybody want to get the tea ceremony in, so we're gonna get it right and refreshing our bodies and our thoughts and our mind, because everything, once it lines up, then we can travel to that next dimension where we're about to open up the portals.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And walk through these portals.
To the next dimension.
Exactly. How many of y'all feel like sometimes y'all go through spiritual dimensions? You know what I mean? All right, I'm a poet. This is not, it look light, but I guess
Man, I woke up the other night. You know, I'm out there in Malibu still. So I woke up the other night. And when I woke up, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, it's a full moon on Saturday.
Indeed.
So like right out my
music rolling, AD.
Right out my
nice.
travel trailer, the moon was coming down, and when I woke up, the moon was right there on the horizon, Lord, and it was like a orange color. And I woke up and I was
So
like,
it's red,
oh,
it was cherry.
I said, damn, that shit looked like a portal. I said, man, I should have videotaped it, but it was just tripped me out. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Right.
Yeah, and the moonlight, the full moon in Malibu, man, it's on a whole nother level.
Sits on the water, right? And
Sits
like,
on the water, it dances.
Yeah. It's like a pearl.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Walking on water, yo. The light.
For real.
Hey, what you drinking, AD?
Yeah. I got myself some vitamin water.
Water.
This one's called Focus. Shout out to 50 Cent.
The pink one.
This is the best. This is the best one right here.
It's the pink one, right?
Yeah, we want to talk
medium.
to him after the show. We want to have a council with this brother.
Yeah.
His brother.
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, we want to
Absolutely.
talk. This brother got vitamin water.
Yeah.
And,
I took quarter water soda and bought it for $2.
Exactly. Well, I guess that's what he want to do. Hey, you said the prayer, light Lighthearted Refuge said he got coffee. That's cool. What happened to your coffee, AD? At least you did some.
I already had coffee with breakfast, so it would be redundant to have coffee at this time too. You know what I'm saying?
All right, lead us into the
Gotta
prayer.
have my electrolytes.
Lead us into the prayer, Lord Fury, since you the guest on the show.
Blessed be the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the way that sin, nor sit in the seat that is scornful. But you have to love the Lord God, your the Bible now will tell you, we could do it every day and night, that will tell you. Do it!
Hey, that's not Bingy right there. Not Bingy prayers, man.
Blessed.
Yo. Man, that was cool, right?
I mean, it's sometimes I got
Hey, you know that's my favorite group. Who's that? Abyssinians. Abyssinians, man. They was like, he was just singing that, right?
There is a land
Far
away. Yep.
Hey, some type of music, it moves you, it takes you somewhere, and that type of music put me into a zone where you can just be like, oh man, now I can see the struggle, I can feel it, and then not even the struggle, but it's like liberation.
Yeah, liberation through confrontation.
Little Nas, yeah, exactly. Little Nas X have done it again.
What do you do this time?
Well, they have.
Man, I just want to choke that dude, man. I just want to like choke him out.
Wait, little.
That make it easier.
It's not him. Do you think it's him?
Nah.
Or is the people behind him? Like
Me personally, I know this gonna sound strange to people, but I think it's the Christians that's really pushing that agenda on the conscious community. You don't think so? I think so. Especially on the BET Awards. That's what sealed it up for me, because when I watched the BET Awards, I watched Kirk Franklin and Little Baby or whatever, one of them babies, get up there and do a whole Christian song, and it was cool. It wasn't having all that, stuff in it. And then when I saw Little Nas come up there, they just came with just the most. And the two videos that he's done that's just been the most disgusting is one has been about the Anunnaki and the other one has been about Kemet.
I didn't even see the Anunnaki one.
That was the first one. Was the same two songs. I mean, the same exact song, and the two people that the two sectors of knowledge that they attacked was Kemet and Anunnaki. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Fury, what you Fury said it wasn't the Christian. What you say, Fury? What you saying?
It was the Egyptians. It's a prophecy.
You think it was the Egyptians that put that up
Definitely.
there? How was
Anciently
that?
speaking, I'll tell you, the people who live in the land of Egypt, y'all gotta get it right, because the people who live in the land,
Here we go.
It's about to be on.
they were not righteous people.
Here we go. So you saying that the people that lived in Kemet weren't righteous people?
No, it was the people that came from Sudan by way of a call from the Kushites. From Sudan, Qatar, and had to go up there and beat their ass because the people in Egypt enjoyed opium, sexual orgies, and all kind of sexual nasty shit and they were inviting people from all around them into Africa.
I mean, to a certain extent, I can see where your logic coming. Let me finish, Lord. Let me finish, Lord. To a certain extent, I can see where your knowledge come in from that, because one of the main things, what I'm saying, I call myself Menkepera, going off of Thutmose III, who ruled in the dynasty. So one of the main things that he wanted to do, or what he did when he first got on the throne, at my age right now, 41, is that he pushed the borders back to get a lot of the foreigners out, because the foreigners were, polluting the culture. You know what I'm saying? They took the culture from what it was originally to then they polluted. But I mean, to say that the Egyptians themselves, I mean, that's kind of hard to say that, because if you go and you study the original culture itself wasn't based on that. It didn't become that until the culture started getting polluted by the foreigners. And then when the foreigners came in and started polluting the culture, then that's what happened. So yeah, I mean, but not the Egyptians themselves, just the foreigners that came in and polluted the culture. Would you agree with that?
All right, let's do this then.
It's on.
You gotta think about which era of invaders or people that came in.
I mean, you can
I'm
talk about the
saying-
Hyksos.
I'm
You can
saying-
talk about the Persians. You can talk about the Greeks. You can talk
All
about
right, so
the
Hyksos,
Northerners,
let's talk
to
about
be
Hyksos
exact.
and the time period. The Hyksos and the time period, right?
Yeah.
Who at the time were the pharaohs? What dynasty was it?
Oh, you build on it.
All right, check it out. I'm gonna tell you this. You see, 18 out of 21 of the hardcore dark-skinned pharaohs were not from Egypt. They're from Sudan. Stop not fiction. The Egyptians were keeping up fuckery up there, and they had to go up there and beat their ass. Thutmose III was not from Egypt. He's Sudanese, but he lived in Egypt generations.
But you got to remember that Egypt itself was established by the Sudanese people.
What I'm saying to you is correct.
Yeah.
You're agreeing with me then.
That's what I said. That's why I said the foreigners. That's why I said the foreigners is the one that established, just like in this nation that we in now. The Native Americans ain't start all of this stuff. It's the foreigners that came in and started all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. The people come in, the foreigners that come in, they exploit the culture, and the only way they exploit it by anything goes.
The Egyptians didn't build anything. It was the Sudanese and the Israelites that built everything.
I don't know about no Israelites, but if you tell me the Sudanese, then yeah.
So where's the Nubians?
Say that again?
Who's the Nubians?
It's gonna get deep.
You said who is the Nubians?
Yeah, where are they from?
They're from Nubia.
Where's Nubia?
Sudan.
The Nubians and the Israelites are the ones who built all the pyramids and everything else, all the monuments in Egypt. The Egyptians had to sit back and take beating because they were slack and nasty, and all they wanted to do was have orgies parties. And I'll prove it to you right now, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you when you say that I don't know you when you say you're using wordplay on me now. When you say the Egyptians, who are the Egyptians exactly? Let's break that down. That way we can get that right.
When I say Egyptians, the people who lived there originally, they were not clean people. They were show-offs, bossy, and the people that people talk about Kemet. That Kemet didn't start until the Sudanese went up there, and they had to change it. Kemet and Kush, it wasn't that way before. It was a land that people used to go there and just have sex.
You talking about before the Sudanese people came up there? That's what it was.
It was an orgy land.
You got to prove that. You got to bring me some paperwork on that. Let me see the paperwork.
That's not a problem. I can do that, but where I'm at, I can't do that right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to show and prove. I mean, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying when you say that.
And listen to what I'm saying. If you look at the text and listen to what I'm saying,
okay,
and you check on the time periods, you'll understand what I'm saying. And you'll say, okay, he's right.
All right.
Because 18 out of 21 of the pharaohs are not born in Egypt, but from the Egyptian bloodline. They're from Sudanese people bloodline, Nubian bloodline, and some of them intertwined with Israelites, Sumerian.
Okay, let's bring up the 18. What's the 18? What's the 18 kings that was Sudanese? Which I'm agree with. I mean, that's why a lot of time in Kemetic studies we always get.
We're talking about Little Nas X, right?
Yeah.
Let me just give you. I'm gonna give you a briefing of where I'm getting this Egyptian thing from.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The Egyptians, when they got beat down by the Sudanese and the Israelites, they said to themselves, "All right, listen, we got to get these niggas off my back." They sent a kite to the Hyksos and told the Hyksos to come in. They showed them where all the army bases were, and the Hyksos repeatedly invaded. They wanted them off of their back. They couldn't take the beating no more and the disrespect in their own land. Right? When the Hyksos finally conquered, they didn't like the Hyksos because they smelled bad. And they were like more savage like people, hairy-ass people are savage, and they were just killing. They didn't like wear perfume. They didn't know how to party properly. So they sent a kite to Alexander the Great. Alexander came in, whipped the Hyksos eyes, whooped most of the world's ass with his Batiman army. And you got to understand, when Alexander the Great came, he came with a homosexual army.
I agree with that.
And something that the world has never seen.
Yeah.
So imagine you and your woman are going to war with some niggas. You're going to do your best to fight and make sure your woman is not going to get killed.
right? And you want to
Facts.
do her best to your maggot. Imagine two fierce warriors thinking like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now imagine a whole army like that.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on, I'm not done. They come in, the Egyptians, the Sudanese, and Israelites, they left. They went straight to Central Africa and they were going west. They went to West Africa. They said, yo, I can't be giving, there's too much invasions, our people are getting shorty up and down. Let's forget it, we're done. So they left. Alexander took over Egypt, and the people of the Egyptians said, listen, we're going to tell you all the secrets. So he taught them all the secrets of the land. Astronomy, math, science, everything on a different level. And the only covenant they made with the Greeks was make sure that in the end times, my people are exalted.
So little. All right. So little. How? Okay. You. Okay.
I'm gonna finish this one little part here, and I'm done.
All right.
When the Greeks got defeated, they didn't. The Egyptians cried, and then the Romans took over. The Egyptians told the Romans the same shit. Make sure my people are exalted, and they told them all the secrets. Seen? Then the Arabs, the French, the British, and then the last one was America. Right? The people that are there now are just a big group of people that people don't even care no more. People are taking their bodies and doing everything they wanted with them. But guess what? The nations that I mentioned are all a part of the same Masonic order. Shriners, every branch of Freemasonry I just mentioned to you, that have the secrets now. Rome with the Vatican, everything. And in the last day, the Egyptians right now are being exalted. Who is the Egyptian that's being exalted? What kind of people are being exalted? RuPaul, Little Nas X, James Batiman that was in Egypt from back then are being exalted. And whose face? Our face, original man.
You got to show and prove that, though, brother. If that's what you're saying, you got to show and prove it.
I'll
You
show
can't
proof
just
to you
come
right
and
now.
just say, I mean, the story sounds nice.
There's two cities in Egypt that are major. What are two cities' names?
Cairo, Luxor,
And Alexandria.
Luxor. Yeah, Alexandria, that's on the north in the port.
It's still a big city.
Yeah.
Why would you keep a Batiman as your city name if you didn't love it like that?
Oh, because that's how it's ran now. It's not
Yeah,
ran by the
man.
original
That's a
people
long
no
time to
more.
run like that.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me
thousands of
wrong. I
years.
agree with what you're saying as far as the aspect of, you know what I'm saying, the foreigners coming in and polluting the culture. Like, I totally understand that, and that we had to come in and civilize the culture again from the south and up to the north. I get that. But what I don't get is when you say that the Egyptians, you know what I'm saying, with Little Nas X, is that, to me, when I look at it, I'm looking at it as the Christians is the ones that is striving to demoralize anything that's Kemet, because Kemet is rising up to the top right now.
Could we pull up Lil Nas?
Kemet is riding to which top?
Yes.
To the top of the world as a culture.
Nah, man.
How isn't
Over
it?
who? Over
I
who?
mean, Christianity is fading out. You know what I'm saying? Judaism, that's all fading out because everybody done already poked their holes in that already. You know what I'm saying? Nothing precedes, nothing is older than Kemet as far as the architect and design and beauty of
Samaria.
a civilization.
Sumerian culture is older than Egypt.
I mean, yeah, you can say that, but it's nowhere
I'm saying
near
that.
as beautiful.
I'm
It's
saying that.
it's nowhere near as beautiful, nor does it have one of the 7 wonders of the world still standing to this day.
Well, technically speaking, it wasn't done by the people of the land. It was done by Sudanese.
I mean, that's
Let's go to
that's the same thing, because when you talk about the Sudanese and the culture of Kemet, all those monuments and statues that's been built, yeah, it has been built by our people. So yes, that is our culture. That is our land and our people.
Not every black person is my people here.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand that.
Wicked, evil people here.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is that the monuments that you speak on, we were talking about, built by Tahaka, Ramesu, and all the other kings that came before him, those were built by righteous people.
The Nubians.
The Nubians, yeah, you can say that too.
Not the Egyptians.
Okay, the Nubians.
Okay.
I ain't gonna disagree with you with that. But what I'm saying is that the
I'm saying
foreigners,
there's a difference between Nubians and Egyptians. I'm telling you.
okay, but what I'm saying is that the foreigners, when you speak on Egyptians, the foreigners is the one who has polluted Kemet, not us.
The Egyptians allowed the foreigners to come and pollute it because the Sudanese, they wanted to get them off of their back, is what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
I'll prove it to you, though. It's okay.
No, okay. So let me say this.
Go ahead.
We are. Should I play a clip of Lil Nas X? Because I want to know.
Nah.
No.
Oh, man.
Don't do it. All right. So I'm not going to do it.
You can go on ahead.
Well, we got pictures, but what
Yeah,
happened?
everybody's seen that, you know. What I'm saying?
Okay,
I don't
but
even
I didn't
give him no airplay.
So Lil Nas X is a tool, right? Now,
Facts.
let me say something, because Nas just got an award, right? Mm-hmm. He has just got an award for something, and then DMX just passed away. So crazy that he passed away
On his birthday.
on his birthday. That's weird.
On Lil Nas X's birthday.
Now, how things synchronize?
Yeah.
Put out the day that DMX passed away. That was Lil Nas X's birthday.
After he got vaccinated.
Yeah, actually have and now you have Lil Wayne, right? Because Lil Nas X is named after Lil
Wayne, Nas, and
X.
DMX. Yeah.
Now, when you go if you're young and you don't know, and you go Googling these names, and the name Lil Nas X pops up first, and then the blood sacrificing.
The sneakers with the blood in them.
Yeah, that goes back to blood sacrifices of ancient cultures.
Yeah.
And to gods, and to deities.
That goes back to church. I mean, if you go back to church, right? When you go take communion, what do you take communion of?
Blood
and flesh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that is intertwined with the Christians, because the Christians is the one who be pushing that. But what they do is they take our culture and they perverse it so that it benefits them, because they don't want people moving towards Kemet. They want people to be, you know what I'm saying, worshiping the dead king, because we're living in the time of death. We're living in the time of Set. So being that we're living in the time of Set, everything that they push chaos amongst the people all the time.
Oh yeah, order out of chaos.
Yeah.
Catholic, the worship of cats. If you go deep into it, who's Jabari? It's Jabbar. So for the chat room, we got 531 in the building. Let's get it up to 700 like we did before. So with this new agenda that they're pushing on the people, Kemetic, I'm gonna read that right now. I'll read it right now. Kemetic Meta G says, y'all got to show more respect in the chat room. Y'all making claims, and when I ask to state your source, you must present it. I don't know what's going on in the chat room, but the chat room always getting it popping.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're unable, it's mere imperfection. What's that?
Impertinence.
Yeah, impertinence, absence of confusion. Okay.
Yeah, true indeed. You can't just come up here and state without no source. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some facts behind it, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things, we all come up with different types of possibilities and, have stories about what happened in the past and things of that nature. But at the same time, we gotta have some facts behind it, because, I got 1,000 stories if you want to hear them. But, we gotta have some facts behind it, true indeed.
Yeah. Jabbar, what's his Amin Macapara, get Dr. Audio Solis.
Yeah.
You got his book?
Yeah.
Okay.
The human photosynthesis scientists in Mexico are using melanin's photosynthesis to power LED lights. Man, I caught a photo one time. He's talking about like solar panels. Right. I caught a photo one time, and it was a Russian scientist, and he was peeling the melanin off of this person. Like literally peeling the melanin off of this person. And you know how melanin is conducted to light and electricity, the same way gold is.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I mean, that might be a true statement, that they actually are using, what I'm saying, our physical bodies to create new technology, or to, what I'm saying, increase technology.
Are you saying melanin technology?
Melanin technology.
There's technology in chlorophyll.
What they call alien technology.
Right. Yeah. So there's technology in chlorophyll, and turning sunlight into food.
Yeah.
Let me get to this one. BK777. This brother speaks the truth. Missing the link. Black history is the Sudanese, Nubian to Israelite Sumerian connection. I'm South Sudanese. Nura tribe. The Nura tribe. Shout out to BK777. Man, y'all coming in here, brother. Yeah, like we said, we about to turn up. We at 550 now, so we going up.
Yeah.
Here is the thing, and I'll just add my 2 cents. Y'all can build on it. You know, as far as with music is crazy because it's not just the music; it's the music industry. Mm-hmm. That's why me and Fury said, you know, because I'm like you. Sometimes I get fed up with this whole thing. You know, what I mean, the base of this whole industry. When they get into it, they want to control the artists. They want to push out agendas.
Yeah.
To fool the people and take them into sacrifice, and the next thing you know, there's more shooting on the block. There's more negative, and they started in the movies also. They do this. Hollywood is crazy.
Yeah, facts.
Because everything is geared to violence. The person who finds his inner peace and come into his oneness, into his allness, never make a movie about that.
Yeah, nah.
He's the one that's least. It's always the so-called gangster, because you know what I'm saying. It's always the so. I say the so-called because they're not taking it to the next level. It's like you can't be a gangster then being caught. Like I did do it. Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I got a theory on that too, though, Lord.
Go
The
ahead.
reason why the industry pushes negativity a lot is because majority of the population of the world are positive people, and people love to see a train wreck. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like when we sitting on the 405, and we like, dang, why is everything going so slow? Then you look over to the side and you see somebody just sitting on the side of the road, or it's like they've got their blinkers up. The reason why everything goes so slow is because everybody's done took their time out to watch that anomaly of something that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That train wreck, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the industry knows that. They know that people love to see train wrecks. People love to see violence because on a day-to-day basis, majority of the people live positive lives.
Indeed.
So negativity sells.
Indeed.
That's the duality of it.
Post-traumatic PTSD.
Yeah.
Right? PTSD, am I saying it right?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah. Let's pull that up real quick. And we all in there. And this is one big thing. There's a land. And I say, because if you look at the narcissist, it's running rampant right now.
Yeah.
The way of the narc. And I'm not just saying narc is nothing wrong with narcissists, but it's the predator. It's the predator. It's what they push on narcissists. Because everybody has a little bit of narcissist. Nothing wrong with that. Is when you're preying on people. And this society pushes the teachers and everybody to prey on another one. And in the movies, they show, take that person. And then you get yourself rooting for the villain.
Facts. Like the Lucifer show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Lucifer.
He's a hero, huh?
He's a hero in this show. And it's like, how the devil a hero?
Yo, I watched that show too. It's crazy.
Don't they make him out to be a hero?
Yeah. They make a lot of different things out of the Bible and stuff. They're basically just using the characters and making their own, thing out of it. You know what I'm saying? I could build on that too, but yeah.
Well, be our guest.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lucifer is really Venus. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about Venus energy, and if you watch the show, he's always talking about like, what is your desire? And Venus is the planet of desire and like this money and like sex. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's celebrated, and you see so much Luciferian energy.
That's all what Greek Roman mythology.
No, the Greek is the names. The names come from Greece.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But the science itself is just there, naturally, just within the seasons. You know what I'm saying? So Venus is like the planet of beauty, and but that's basically Lucifer.
Greece. Yeah, exactly.
It's basically Lucifer. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you look at the way the Venus, orbits, it creates the pentagram.
Oh, it does.
So that's why the pentagram is Venus also, because that's the shape that it makes in the sky. Damn. If you were to map it out, it makes like a flower, but it's basically a pentagram. Do you know what I'm saying? Five-pointed star.
Wow.
And then now you're talking about the five elements. Do you know what I'm saying? But the Luciferians want everything opposite, where spirit's supposed to be up.
Right.
But everything is reversed for the evil people. They're putting the spirit down. That's why the pentagram is pointing down.
Yeah.
Because they want the spirit to be down below you. They want you to be in your lower chakras.
Yeah.
Only worried about sex, survival, and your desires. When you're really supposed to be up in your higher chakras, in your heart, in your mind state, your higher mind, your God mind. That's where we're supposed to be. But they don't want that because then they're gonna lose power.
Fact.
And it's all about power at the end of the day.
You lose materialism because then it'll be no need for you to be constantly reshaping your shell.
That's the matrix.
Remember, let us go down there.
Yeah.
No, Fury, I like to let us go down there and change their tongue.
Yeah.
So they're together, they'll be as one. So, you know what I mean? That's like a joint effort to go down and mess up the population.
Keep them
You know
in
what I'm
chaos.
To
saying?
control them, keep them under control.
Yeah. At least they be one and take over the whole world.
Facts.
At least they be one. Now, what, God, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? You want to come down from what you're doing and mess with Nimrod and them or whatever they was doing.
The only God that would do that is if he recognized that he was no different than the rest of the people.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? If he recognized that he was no different than the rest of the people and that they all had the same knowledge and power that he had, which it states in the Bible, behold, they have become like me, learning the difference between not, you know what I'm saying, good and evil. And when you understand the difference between
There's
good and
many
evil.
different gods in that book.
True indeed.
Hey,
Many
talk about it,
different
Fury.
Well, there's a God that told Noah there's a flood coming. And that same God said, let's burn the animals as they come out of the ark. Because like to smell the flesh burning, the savory smell of flesh burning. I think that's what it says in the book. As the animals are coming out, he's burning them. But he told Noah to save them. A pair of everything. As they come out, he's burning them.
Wow.
The same God that would waste people's time. A different God than that God. One God would say, all right, Moses, I'm talking to you. But we know you might be smoking weed and high. He's saying that, yo, put your hand in your bosom. I'm going to show you a trick.
Right.
Took out his hand, it looked white like snow. Leprous like snow, it says. Then he put his hand back in his bosom and became the same of original flesh. And that same God's going to say to him, all right, go to Egypt with a stick. And as he's walking down that hill, that mountain, he's going to harden the Pharaoh's heart, Ramses' heart. He's going to harden his heart and say, yo, whatever this nigga says to you, don't let the people go. And Moses is going to come down there now. Say, Ramses, let my people go. He's going to say, nigga, I ain't letting go shit, motherfucker. I ain't letting go shit. He's all right, judgment. He throws a stick down. The stick turns into a snake. Pharaoh goes, what the fuck? Nigga, you learned that from us. Yo, Dred, come here. 10 sticks. 10 sticks on the ground. 10 snakes. But in the story, it's going to say that the one snake ate 10 snakes. I don't know how the fuck long that took, but it's a long-ass chess match. Then he's going to say that, go back up there to the hill and talk to me again. He goes back down and says, all right, I'm going to turn all the water in Egypt into blood. But the Pharaoh knows. See, these times here, you got to know history. I know what was going on at the time, right? Because remember, they said that Moses was learning all the wisdom of Egypt.
See this.
Right? So he knew every goddamn trick in the book. He was next in line to be Pharaoh. As an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So there's different gods in the book. There's not one God. Even down to the serpent was a god.
The serpent was God. And in other cultures, yep. It tells you that. Even the double serpent that was bought from Cush, if I'm right. Was that? Am I right? Well, that was the double
Nimrod
crown.
was a god.
The chat room is wild.
Chat room was going in, right?
Yeah.
Nimrod was a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People worship the Nimrod.
Right.
And Nimrod means motherfucker, right?
Right. Right.
But he's a mighty hunter.
The
Right.
Nimrod popped up in
You
the
couldn't
back.
fight that man.
Right. Well,
That man
bring it
a
back down.
mentally-
Well, not now. This brother said, "Priest, your guest must prove Sumer is before Egypt, and he must present his sources." But then when I have Dr. Josh on here, right? No one calls in.
Yeah.
Nobody. And I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? When Dr. Josh was up here and he was building, nobody said anything. You know what I'm saying? He was up here.
This is common knowledge now, man. Y'all can just Google it. What was first? It's common knowledge. It's not what I'm saying. Is not no hidden shit.
Tutmosis.
Right.
If I tell you the books, you're not gonna even know them.
That's even Greece too. Tutmos, right? Tutmos. Yeah. Well, all of this stuff. Well, the whole subject was we was talking on
Lil Nas X.
Yeah, we saw on Little Nas X. This all started from Little Nas X. He went off. We went off on Little Nas X in the ceremony because there are ceremonies.
Yeah, because you got to remember, yo, is that right now, black folks, right, being that they're coming out of bondage, right?
Right.
A lot of us are not taking the slave masters' religion no more. We're taking the slave master religion and we're throwing it in the fire. We don't want nothing to do with that no more.
Right.
But white people still want us worshiping Jesus.
Right.
So white people aren't stupid. You know what I'm saying? The Christian community is not stupid. They're watching what black people are doing. That's why they got these now things called about the woke movement and stuff like that, because they're watching the mind state of black people through Facebook and all these different algorithms that's going on. And they're seeing what is the top culture that black people are gravitating towards. And the two top cultures that black people are gravitating towards is Kemet and Sumeria. So what did Lil Nas X come out with? He came out with 2 videos that basically dissed Sumeria and Kemet.
I didn't see it.
You see what I'm saying? Like if you pick up the one, he got one on the Anunnaki, then he got another one that he did on the BET Awards against Egypt. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Where he's wearing the Nesu crown and he's wearing, you know what I'm saying, the royal collar and everything. So it's like, it took our culture and threw that in the trash. But then early in the show, you got Kurt Franklin and Lil Baby on there singing Christian hymns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you know, Christian songs and Christian rap, you know, they trying to push that, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, you know, even a fool can see that, like, come on now. We you know what I'm saying, anybody that's paying attention, been watching the culture for the last 10, 15 years, you've been seeing the rise through YouTube and through Facebook of us constantly bombing the Bible and destroying it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just their way of taking that same, you know what I'm saying, fire and putting it on a platform on a bigger stage like the BET Awards now and shooting back.
Right. If you go, I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna let Fury finish up too. If you go look up, if you pull up temples, ancient temples or rituals, or, I guess the setting. If you go into any setting or ritual temple, you'll see garments. What you usually see? Garments, right? People around in a circular form. And at some of these award shows where someone is getting up there, you have a guest speaker. Everybody sitting down in the audience, and he goes, or she goes, please rise. And demanding people to rise, everybody, and the whole, what I'm saying is the whole thing is like a ritual. Yeah. We don't even know that what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so secretly, you are still in the, and then they pop out with the Sumerians. I know a couple of cats who walked out there, and I'm not taking no shots, but I know a couple of cats who walked out there with big pharaohs on their on their chains. Yeah. And one of them had the what's the name? You know, I mean, he had the what's the name? The scarab. Yeah. I think Kanye West was. And I'll just say that.
Yeah, Kanye did that before.
Yeah. And he came out there, but was it for that? Was it really for Kemet? I'm saying when you present in that type of, because Michael Jackson did do
Remember the Time. Yeah.
In front of everybody.
Yeah. And he even did in this little video with Lil Nas X, he even did like a small little interlude of Remember the Time on some, you know what I'm saying, on some homo shit though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on some disrespect. So it went from where Mike had it at and everybody being proud, like, oh yeah, that's our history. We being proud of being African and we are intelligent people. We do come from intelligent people. To now, it's not. Them people weren't intelligent. They were homosexuals.
Right.
You know, pushing the people away from the culture. Whereas before, when we first started, we was pushing people towards the culture. Now they trying to push the culture as being some type of homosexual stuff. And every time I ever seen a king of Kemet, he always had his queen by his side. That was never him next to no man. You can't never pull up no hieroglyph or no statue of a king being next to no man. Correct?
The Nubians and the Egyptians are two different people. They're not the same. They're not the same. And you know that.
How do I know that? You got to show and prove that.
Okay. Geographically speaking, I'll show and prove it.
Okay.
Egypt is up here. Sudan is way down there.
Okay.
Two different people. In the ancient world, Ghana, Nigeria, Mali, they were known as Western Sudan, not Western Kemet, not Western Egypt. Y'all talk about Egypt so much, I gotta wonder if that's the only place that's in Africa.
We're not talking about Egypt. I'm talking about the people that built them statues and them pyramids. Those people that made those statues, I've never seen not one statue. I've never seen a statue where they had two men next to each other on no homosexual stuff. Can you bring up one statue like that?
Where? In Sudan?
In Egypt.
In Kemet?
Kemet, yeah, in Kemet. Can you bring up one statue of a man and a man being next to each other on the throne?
Because the Egyptians were not doing that with the Sudanese.
Okay, so we talking about the Sudanese people then.
But in Alexandria,
the Egyptian people that you talking about, they ain't build or make nothing. They ain't build no statues. They didn't build nothing. And if they did build, a statue, let me see what you're talking about, because you confusing me. And you talking about the Egyptians and the Sudanese, but the Sudanese are the ones who built and brought the culture.
Check it out. Until the Sudanese got to Egypt, what were the Egyptians doing? Tell me that. Then we can have a conversation.
I don't know, bro. I mean, they do the same thing all humans do. They eat, sleep, and talk.
Is that all they were doing? That's what we gotta look up. Look that up. There's a reason why the Sudanese have to go up there.
There you go, Rasul. Shout out to Rasul.
I ain't gotta look it up. You just gotta show and prove it. I mean, just what do
I
we?
don't have books for me right now.
Okay, so how do we know that what you're saying is right and exact then?
Yeah. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not here to talk shit. I don't shit talk.
I mean, I understand that, but you still got to show and prove.
You can just Google it, man.
I Google it.
It's simple as that. It's not hard. Google it. If you want to know who civilization was before who, Sumerian or Egypt, look it up. Sumerians are before them. Egyptians copied a lot of their clay work and shit. Who had iron first?
Show and prove. That's all I'm saying. I hear you.
Let me.
This is not hard shit, man. This is simple shit.
I'm trying to see where, because I want to get into health too, but I want to see where, as a people, and these rituals, these rituals, because I told you before, I walked into a hotel. Mm-hmm. I looked at the walls. Hey, Phil, you ever been to the hotels and looked at the walls and saw the pictures on the walls?
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Did you
all
see
kind of hidden art.
Yeah, all type of thing. When you're observant, and it's not being crazy, because people tell you looking at too much stuff. You're not paying attention. But then again, what were you supposed to do? Without, you know what I'm saying? What are we supposed to do? Observe, to also look, listen, and observe. Our senses have to kick in. Yeah. It was a temple, man. I thought I was inside of a hotel, and it wasn't. I was like, what? You ever been? And then certain of these rituals, like what you're saying, Fury too. Yeah. And you walk up in these things, and then you never know
what you gonna see.
Yeah, somebody is dead under there. Right. I'm saying they could have built a red rug that's walking red carpet, right? Mm-hmm. Which was a stream of blood. You know what I'm saying? You walking up the whole bloodline, mm-hmm. and he taking pictures on top of the red carpet, which represent the blood.
Yeah, that got you the fame.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of ceremonies that
don't think we tripping. You tripping. If you think that we tripping, because when someone stands up, and I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do it. You know, I want to take my I take my seat. And I know y'all taking y'all seats, mm-hmm. or whatever. We take our seats because we want to stand up for something that's right at one point. Brothers in Chicago, stop killing each other. and all over the globe, sit up and stand for something that's righteous. Change your way of thinking. If you continue down the path of destruction, what would you get in the end?
Destruction.
Destruction. There's no good
Hell.
coming out of good.
And
I mean, out of
curses
bad.
to your generations and to generations of generations.
Indeed,
So
brother.
you'll get hell.
Hell. There is
Hell.
no. That's right.
We're the only people
Right.
that allow other nations to come into our graveyards and our tombs, let them dig up our bodies
That's disrespectful, y'all.
and palav them in a museum. And ain't no nigga gun can bust for that shit.
That's right.
We're the only people that can say on social media niggas are getting killed by white police. But
Right.
still, there'll be 10 more shootings with niggas killing
Yeah, more
niggas in the
coming.
streets in America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And no one's not busting their gun to free none of that situation. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? We're the only
Chaos.
people that allow people to coerce us and they're killing each other. And no one's going to do nothing about nothing. So what we got to do is really, but again, many are called, few are chosen.
Hey.
And
on,
like I
man.
said before, not all of
Chosen
us are the
ones.
same. We're not the same. When the
cho-
white man brought a certain segment of us over here, they didn't bring, like, they didn't say, all right, I'm going to bring all the Bloods in one boat.
Mhm.
They brought Bloods and Crips in the boat,
Mhm.
made them fight,
Right.
and the strongest ones made it to this other side. And when they came to the other side, guess who was there looking at them? Other brothers and sisters that were already here. Like, what in the hell are these white pale people doing with these niggas in chains? What is this? And the white man had to come talk to us that was over here first and say, yo, can we get some land or can we get some, these people are criminals or give us some bullshit jive. Not all of us came here as slaves. We were already here. Facts, not fiction.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
All of it's coming out. I want to talk about that, because I
Y'all got a
was saying
homie that
earlier.
say
We're
that.
not all
Yeah,
the
I
Joe
same.
say that. Joe said his people was already
we
here.
don't get
Yeah,
along
gotta
because
talk
we're
about
not all
that.
the same. They knew what they were doing when they dropped niggas off in Jamaica, Trinidad, and Haiti, and Barbados. They knew that Jamaicans didn't like Bajans. It's different gang, different tribes. You can't put that same tribe in the same shit. We have qualms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's the reason why we're not united. They knew
Right.
it. When they brought us out here to the diaspora, they diaspored our ass. What they did. And we don't get along. We cannot get along. Even in our own country, we don't get along. That's a crazy shit.
Connecting.
Whether you're saying you're a commission, whether you're saying you're an Israelite, whether you're 5%, whether you're Nuwabian, whether you're goddamn NOI, whether you're a Christian, whether you're Orthodox, whatever the hell you are, we don't get along. Even in your own church sector, we don't get along. Even in your own game, Bloods don't get along with Bloods. Crips don't get along. We are not the same. Technology has to do with it, but after 400 years, are we still being tricked? Then we were retarded people then. We can't be God then. You know what I'm saying? So we're not all the same. Not all of us think the same.
Connecting to source. Connected to your cipher source. Your paradigm. Going into fully connected to source. When you get certain foods, you're connecting to source. When you're eating natural foods, you're connecting to a source. Information is being gathered. We're going to go in deep.
Yeah.
Let's go in deep. Let's take off the scuba diving gear. How many of you can swim in deep waters? Connect. We're about to go in deep. Jumping into the pool of knowledge, right? We're gonna dive in for deep, and then y'all can come in. Somebody said your own divinity. That's right.
Right.
Lifelines connected to your source and getting that power from. We lose too much self-control, reacting, because we're juggling off of reaction instead of responding, because we don't know what to say. You know why we don't know what to say? Because we're not connected to source. There's no voice that's presenting you what to say if you're not listening, because the distractions got us going around in circles.
Yeah, and we get a lot of time, we get off missed topic, man. A lot of times, like, you know, building with the Israelites and You know what I'm saying? The Kemetic community. We forget what made us great. What made Kemet so great was that it was able to feed many nations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the nations had to go to Kemet because they were starving. They was living out in the desert. They didn't have no food. You know what I'm saying? So they had to go to Kemet to eat. What did Bill Gates just buy right now that made him the biggest farmer in America? He bought land. He bought land and made himself the owner of the biggest farmland in America right now, which to let you know that how this billionaire is thinking is that I can control the people if I control what they eat. If I control what they eat, I control them. If I control your food, water, and shelter, I control you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with all these different rappers and they pushing these cars and these trucks and these money and this jewelry that they pushing, the main thing that they forgetting to push is food.
Clothing and shelter.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be a king if you don't have your own land to grow your own food. Now you dependent upon somebody else, and anytime you dependent upon somebody else, you always at their mercy.
You're right.
And that's where our people is right now. We so caught up on everything else as opposed to being caught up on just the basics, which is food, shelter, and clothing. Without having the basics, man, we can't go nowhere.
Not just food. We gotta have the right.
Lex in the buildings.
We gotta have the right food because how the white man got us originally was it gave us everything white. White rice, which is not something that we had native in the continent.
Right.
White flour, white wheat, white sugar,
Right.
white sodium, white cocaine, white crystal meth, white crack, white fat. Everything white that they gave us diabetes.
Don't forget the white Nikes too, yo. You hear white Nikes in there. That's a whole lot of niggas wearing white Nikes too.
White women.
Yeah, white women. He said white women. Shit. Yeah, for real. That's why I be telling people it is like a low key of a. To me, it is set up the same way like on the chessboard. When I go look at Tutankhamun, he was black and gold. You know what I'm saying? Now the gods that everybody's worshiping him is white and gold. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we just got to get back to the basics, man. To me, it's not really that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the source. We just got to get back to the source. Everybody look at Kemet and they forget, like, yeah, this king, he owned the Nile and he had the biggest farmland that was producing food in the world.
Somebody said white lie.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to get back to farming. A lot of people, you know, we want to go get in Mercedes and Escalades and stuff like that, but don't nobody want to get in no tractor truck.
Right. Right. Yeah, for farming.
For farming.
Yo, all right, so that's bringing us right to where we need to be. Mm-hmm. And Fury, I know you do it because I've been to this. Fury is an incredible, if y'all don't know, he's an incredible cook. He's a chef by trade. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like his food is crazy. And he's I don't know if you're a vegan or vegetarian, but he cooks meat for you, for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But you cook fish and stuff, but You was talking about this, now listen up, y'all, because I know y'all going to come into the chat room. You was talking about this purple sea moss.
Purple sea moss. Purple to black.
Right.
That's the best one and the hardest one to get, and it's the most nutritious, has the most melanin, most carbon in it. That's the best one to get out of all of them. The yellow one, the white one, the grayish looking one, those are like, come out. The purple one, though, that's the real deal right there. That has every element in the motherfucking that you need. Every mineral that you need is in that shit.
Purple sea moss. Somebody give me some.
Yeah, I need purple sea moss.
If you want, you can check a man named Knowledge the Pirate. He's in America. He's an MC too. He's nasty.
Right.
He has like keys of that shit.
You got kilos of it.
Kilos of it. He sells it. It. Knowledge the Pirate.
Right.
He's on Instagram, Knowledge the Pirate 777. Or Knowledge 777.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, follow him and ask him for it. You got it.
Somebody said rainbow foods. I love to eat the rainbow. They turned everything bad, made the rainbow will.
Yeah, Batman has no color, you know. They have no flag.
You know, yeah, exactly.
Them are not flag. They don't have no flag.
Indeed. So this is something kind of rare to come across, right?
Yeah.
How did we get our hands a hold? Yeah, man, you just told us of some of this this purple seaweed, and what is it good for? Because I know you probably got to swim past sharks. Probably got to see one.
You gotta know what you're doing when you go for this one. You gotta have somebody who specializes in getting it, because you can't just get it like that.
Right.
And it's just like having good herb in Jamaica. The people in Jamaica, they're not gonna want you to. They don't want it to leave the island. So the good weed that we have in Jamaica doesn't leave the island. It stays there for the people in Jamaica. You might find a 5 pound, 10 pound maybe, but the hundreds of us stays in Jamaica. So the good sea moss usually stays in Jamaica. But when you have divers and a real fisherman, they will get the thing for you and they'll blast it up, dry it out, and then send it to you. So my uncle's out there. I get it from him. And I gotta so I can send it to you, priest.
Right.
Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to you.
Right.
I bought 5 keys of that.
Let's do that.
Man, send me a package too, Lord.
Yeah.
No problem. I got
Don't
you.
forget about me, Lord. Don't forget about me.
No,
we got you. Yeah. We got
I got all
connection.
3 of you.
Yeah. You gotta give our AD something too.
All 3 of you.
sea moss?
Yeah.
All 3 of
Purple
you.
sea moss. Hey, listen, this got a whole bunch of
what it does
minerals.
for you, like if you drink that shit, okay, if you drink it straight, if you drink that shit raw, right? Or turn it into a gel, you take 2 spoonfuls of that shit, and then you climb on a girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
It's good for the
Oh man.
fellas, listen up.
Hey, you standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start tearing people up. It's a baby maker.
And semen comes from
much
muscats come from the sea.
That's right. It has so much zinc. The zinc levels in it so high. And you know your sperm is zinc.
Right.
So those 2 connect.
Right.
You're shooting.
Right.
You're shooting
with zinc, right?
Yeah, because normally you would have to get that kind of zinc from like beef, but if you can get it from sea moss, you can just surpass. You can just skip the beef.
Yeah. Beef got a lot of shit in it.
Yeah,
but,
B12. I heard beef. That's kind of crazy. I don't eat the beef, but I heard that inside the beef is like if you want to really get the B12, you got to eat beef, yo. Somebody said that. Is that right?
You get sea moss, man. You don't
get the sea moss.
B12 is in vegetables too, man, like beetroots and shit like that. But I mean, beef. The trade out with the beef now is worms.
Okay. You said
right, so
you said the beef got worms in it.
Iron, you get zinc, but you're getting worms. Right. All you gotta do is take a steak and put it on the goddamn grill. And look at it good. When you think it's fat burning, it's not fat. Those are worms. Trying to run out of the flesh.
That's wild.
So you're eating worms when you're eating beef because they're not. What do they feed? What are they feeding cows right now? Over the last 40 years.
Right.
Yeah, the factory farm is like corn and like GMO soy and grains.
Corn, majority corn.
Yeah, GMO corn.
Yep, and corn in general is not good for you. It's a grafting thing. The only corn that's good for you is the black one. And you gotta eat it hard. You can't boil that. You eat it hard. You're supposed to eat it hard. That has iron in it. But that peaches and cream, that yellow shit, that's just not good. That's freaking diabetes. Yo, they give niggas shit that gives us diabetes. I came to white bread, white rice, even what they call brown rice is not good for you.
Yeah.
Even whole wheat bread is not good for you.
Yeah.
Unless it's rye, kamut, pelt, that's the kind of, or certain kind of grains. Wheat, flour, wheat, gluten, them things are not good for you. It gives you diabetes. Our biggest thing as black people is diabetes. And what gives it to us? Not vegetables, not meat. It's white rice, white bread, white crackers, white sugar, white sodium, and white flour. Those are the fucking things that give us goddamn diabetes.
And the oil. And the oil too.
Bleached it out.
The vegetable oils.
Yeah, but mostly the white things I just said. Because those things, when they convert into your body, it turns to sugars. And then it turns to fatty cells in your body. You can't get rid of it. There's no nutrients in white rice. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah, it's just pure
nothing
glucose.
Fried dumpling, nothing. Roti, nothing.
Right.
There's nothing good in those things. That's meant to kill us.
It's
What
like
is the easiest way to feed a slave? Pig's tail, pig's foot, cow foot, ox tail, and fucking white rice and white flour. What do we do with that? We make dumplings. Why? To feed our belly, to fill our belly. And what happens was, it's like putting gas in a car. We die quick.
comfort. Comfort food. Yeah.
Yeah, comfort.
Yeah,
food.
and comfort food is not good food. It's not comforting our liver
Right.
or our kidneys. It's killing us.
Eat to live.
When you start shitting a black power fist out of your ass and hemorrhoids start catching you, then you'll know what time it is. you know what to stop doing. Right?
Whole black power fist, huh? Damn.
Yo, that's right. That's right. The number one.
Not good for you.
And then diabetes doctors are just popping up everywhere. I don't even think they just doctors are just popping up out of everywhere. And it's like almost like if you got too much gazelles, then somewhere lurking around is the lion and the cheetah. Because they know that the prey is like the grass, and them cheetahs, boy, they fast. They're looking to get them prey.
Facts.
So they know all these fast foods are around. So wherever fast foods are, a lot of doctors is around because they're watching us. Almost like a owl perched, swatching. You know what I'm saying? And for our movement, they're hunting us on some like it's crazy. But the wise ones eat with their eyes up. You know, you drink from the cup, you pull like this, because the dumb warrior sticks his head in the water and just drinks. The one who doesn't, the animal, the predator comes and leaps on him. The smart ones scoop up. You know what I'm saying? So you have to watch while you eat, because it's still, it's still hunting game. Facts. Set up the prey, set up the food. And you shouldn't be tired after you eat.
No. No,
energy.
you're not supposed to be.
Yeah. Tell us about it. It's energy.
It's insulin levels. Eating and falling asleep is signs of diabetes coming around the corner on your ass.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Let me catch it. What'd you say? Repeat
eating and then falling asleep is a sign of diabetes coming for your ass.
Right. Right.
Those are the first signs. And as we get older,
right,
organs start to wear down, and lo and behold, diabetes.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Too much sugars and candies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's diabetes. You can't be feeding people, you know what I'm saying? Them type of shits there. Like, you know what I'm saying? All these candies they make to destroy our ass.
Right. And here's
their goal was to kill us.
And what about
while doing it? So we're consumers. We don't create nothing. We just consume. In the hood, what do? You go to the bodega, you go to a store in the corner, and they send it to pirates and vampires in the hood that suck our blood and send it back home to bring up the whole goddamn family up here. And then they end up owning the entire ghetto that we come from and gentrifying the shit. I'm saying, because we're not the same people, we gotta either one of two things: acknowledge that we're not the same and work together and defeat this damn dragon, or
is it coming down?
Basically lay down.
Just look
and the ones who are wise move.
Right.
Probably squeezing more.
We're looking at a different time.
Right. Right. Indeed. I'm gonna just dip this a little dip size. Sociopolitical.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the Haitian assassination, the president of Haiti being assassinated?
He didn't get down.
He didn't get down with what?
The New World Order. He didn't want nothing to do with that. He licked out against it. A couple of other African presidents got assassinated too. Right? And again, because Haiti is the way it is, and these people have made covenants with the Haitian people because of Napoleon.
It's T now.
And their Northern Brotherhood.
Right.
What they did, they want what they want from Haiti. They want children. They want blood.
Man.
They want child trafficking. They need organs. So they hit you with a man-made tsunami over there. The Clintons go over there and they start saying, okay, we need and they're like, wholesale on children now. Oh shit. Epstein's gonna be happy as a pig in shit. So they start taking children, and you know what I'm saying? And they got caught doing this shit
Yeah.
numerous times. But the president broke the covenant with them and said, "Yo, fuck you. All right? Listen, I'm not. I've done a lot of shit, but I'm not selling my people out. Fuck that." And now the man in the streets are counting revolution, and the gangs in the streets are saying, "Yo, screw the government and fuck the FBI, fuck the CIA." It's chaos over there right now. All hell's breaking loose.
Tanzania too. Didn't they kill the president of Tanzania?
He didn't want to vaccinate the people. And there was no cases over there. You know that? There was none. Go Google it. There's no cases over there. None. My brother's over there right now. He said, "Yo, we don't wear masks over here." Jamaica had hardly any cases. I don't know why that, but because the CIA has a covenant with Jamaica yet. And now they have a Batman covenant in Jamaica now too, you know, because Jamaica just went sold to the dogs. Has gone to the dogs. I'm embarrassed to say it, but it's true, right? That there's still militancy over there, but it's gonna get overrun if you don't have an army. Then and your army can be controlled by a foreign army, then you're done. The problem with us, we have no army, and they're putting curfews in Jamaica, making people not build. The people right now, the murder rate in Jamaica is high as hell. Men are killing their women because they're locked up in the house with her. And you don't want to be around your woman like in a hot country like that, who's running her mouth. You'll kill her. I'm not saying it's good to kill. I'm just saying it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a different kind of concept. It's a different kind of vibe over there.
Yeah.
And
we got a couple of super chats for you, Fury. Go ahead. You read them, AD. I can't even see them from here. Does Fury know about
the Arcadians or Prosolenians time period? Prosolenians.
Arcadians? Yeah. You look like Sargon. Arcadians. All right. What's the other one? Before
it was God, it was the Godhead. The serpent, a.k.a. spirit, a.k.a. Kundalini, and millions of other names bestows wisdom upon ear and guidance through the land. That was from JP. Okay. Almighty El Infinite says, Sumerians predate the Egyptians. Okay. That's a fact, lords.
Zion Lex people trolling on the joint.
Sumer is considered to be the cradle of civilization, descendants of Lemuria and Atlantis. That's Almighty.
Lemuria and Atlantis. Yep, he's right.
Stranger says, why Wyclef and Akon silent about the assassination?
Pawns.
Yeah, pawns.
Akon did a song with 6ix9ine, said it was for money.
His joint. He said we won't read it. We read everybody super chat in here.
Let's see what we missed for Cabal.
Akon did a song with 6ix9ine for money.
Mm-hmm.
That's a slap in the face to Styles P, if you ask me.
Shout out to Con. Okay. Shout out to Con Hearts Media. We love the chat. You guys are epic, no doubt. Shout out to Con Hearts in the building. Word. Coach's disciple.
Cabal Praxis was saying Garvey's message wouldn't resonate with the people who love bleaching their skin. Garvey was too black for Jamaica, but black Americans heard him clear. That was Cabal Praxis.
What it said? Read it again.
He just real slow. Cabal on. He just keep throwing shots.
He wants to debate you. He wants
there was no bleaching back then, buddy. There was no bleaching back there, buddy. So what are you talking about?
People who love bleaching their skin. Yeah. Their mind was bleached.
Facts.
Getting back on man, I don't even know where we was at just now.
We talking about Haiti.
Oh, Haiti.
Yeah.
And what you were saying about Haiti?
We're talking about Akon and Wyclef, and they got nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
Right. It's having a connection with your leaders, bro. It's us having a dialogue and speaking with your leaders, and that's what I told Sewell that time. Sewell's in the chat. Shout out to him. That you take Dr. York and you take your leaders into the back and you talk to them, because you have to have counsel. There's a way to sit down. Even the 5% have the build.
Yeah.
Counsel amongst the righteous. The kingdom. David had a council. So it's good to have dialogue about so you won't go off. Michael Jackson didn't sit down and talk to him. Mm-hmm. All you had to do to Mike is sit Mike down and talk to him. When Farrakhan spoke to him, then it resonated with him, and he was like, you know what, this is right. Mm-hmm. Tommy Mottola is the devil. He said that.
Yeah.
But then it was so late, it was so deep in the game, he knew they was coming after him. That's why he said he was a smooth criminal. We'll talk about that. Yeah,
smooth
He was
criminal.
done.
yeah. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. But there's a lot of stuff, even Prince, and all these cats when they figure it out. You know what happened? It's too late with King. How many of y'all know about that with King? You know what I'm saying? With King, Fonte was like, yo, hold up.
Yeah, they use me.
Yeah, they use me. For real.
Dr. King's best speech was the Vietnam War. And when he licked out against America for invading another nation that had no money and said, what are we doing over there? I got to stand down against this war because it's wrong. That's what killed him.
Right.
Dr. King was a man who loved white women, you know. His whole goal of the integration shit was to have sex with as many white women as he could.
You think
He
so?
was cheating on his wife left, right, and center.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Left, right.
I don't know if he was cheating on her with white girls, though. Was he cheating on her with white girls?
Yeah,
Hold on,
white
Furry.
girl.
Hold on. You just went somewhere. Yeah, you know
It
this
was.
for sure.
I bullshit you not. There's books about it, man. This is common knowledge. Just people don't talk about these things a lot.
Right.
That all he wanted was a white woman.
If you see the library in my house,
I mean, I sat down with you. We watched. I told you when you hear the science, and I'm gonna tell everybody in the chat room. This is for the Rocketeers and the Craftsmen. My bad. My mind is going. I'm off the T. And you might not know this either, AD. Check this out. I don't know if you know, but remember we built out there, and then I sat and I watched this with Fury. How many now know about Idi Amin?
Oh yeah, we was building on Idi Amin. Yeah.
I watched that at Fury.
The last king of Scotland. Yeah, he was vicious.
Yo, let me tell you.
He ain't cut him no slack. That's what I love about Idi Amin.
Exactly.
He made them respect him as a king.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he was a king that was bigger than his army.
Yeah.
He didn't eat people. You know what I'm saying? People just do that like that. But he was just a real king who was intimidating. Mm-hmm. He was intimidating. He was out there on the field and he'd be working out with his, and yeah, he was bigger than his own army. Everybody was skinny and little. He was big, but he loved Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Right? We watched the tape and you will have a different outlook on what our government puts out on people.
Yeah.
And you know what they call Michael Jackson? Wacko.
Mm-hmm.
They take you, they big you up. Next thing you know, when they done with you, they throw you in the garbage.
Facts.
That's why I'm sitting against America.
Bam.
Because
yeah, that's what they do, man. That's how they build you up. That's why I be watching. Like, who the next person they building up? Then when they building up, I be waiting for the duality hit where they just go be like, all right, we through with you and just we gonna make your ladder go. We gonna push you all the way down the stairs now.
They don't want anyone else to be too powerful.
in general, Idi Amin
Talk that talk. That's real.
What Idi Amin did that was
Right.
different from any other leader in Africa
right.
was, first of all, he joined the army as a young guy.
Right.
Then he raised through the ranks, and then he threw a coup and overthrew the leader. Kicked him out and said he was soft.
Right.
Took his army.
Yeah.
And then he ran the man out of his country.
Yeah.
Then he looked at the Indian people that were there and said, yo, listen, you got 24 hours to get the fuck out of my country.
Gangster.
Because
Thanks. Yeah.
That's gangster.
you're sending your money back to India. Guess what's going to happen right now? You're going to leave with the clothes on your back.
Yeah.
Leave everything. Kick them out of this country. The world licked out against that. Britain wanted to talk to him. The Jews wanted to talk to him. They invited him to Israel. The prime minister gave Idi Amin his wife and said, here, have my wife. Let's talk business.
Yeah.
Idi Amin took his wife, had his way.
Man, you can have this
and
bitch.
Then ran him out of his country and said, I want to work with you guys. I work with the Palestinians.
Hmm.
Who did that? That's what Mandela should have did. But Mandela didn't have the heart. Winnie had more balls than he did.
Facts. Facts.
right? So
We have to know our leaders.
Yeah.
We have
you
to
gotta
our
know the
so-called
leaders, man,
leaders.
and see
What
where
do you
they
think
went
about
right and where they
Gaddafi?
went wrong.
Stuff.
You gotta study these things. Like my house is like a goddamn museum of Pan-African black art. I mean, when I'm talking, I don't have to. I feel like I don't have to prove myself to nobody. I don't just talk.
What do you think about
Free-
Gaddafi?
Free my books.
Yeah, I was in the temple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What
The
do you
house was red. Is you still red? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Inside.
The whole inside.
Yeah, it's all inside. It was cold. It was black and red. Everything was red. I was like, and because that helped me focus. Like we was in school, because I know if you don't notice that certain of the flaws in PS school, the colors are geared to make you want to learn, makes you want to race, makes you want to, you see certain colors. The bull sees red and it makes him go crazy. So certain colors they have in school children, they work on us for as kids. You still there? Go to the supermarket every
The different aisles.
yeah, exactly. Look at the cereal boxes. Look at the eyes of each of the cereal boxes. They're all looking down. Kids.
That's dope. Yeah.
They're all looking down. They all have eyes.
Trying to make eye contact with the kid.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow. That never even.
Happy faces, smiley faces.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, acid got the same happy face on it.
Yeah.
Not
I
saying
think that's
that-
too. Somebody told me that too. That a lot of the fast food restaurants, they're colored according to like yellow. Like if you ever cut somebody open before, you know what I'm saying, you see a whole lot of yellow with the intestines and you
Yep.
see yellow and red. That's the first two colors you go
Yellow
see.
and red, blood.
Yeah, blood and intestines.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So even when you go to Burger King, that's what they got up on there, yellow and red. You know, people just thinking, oh, we're just
Facts.
going to go get go get a burger, but they got it set up that it triggers certain biological chemistry in you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
We are on a melanated planet, and they use this color technology and all of these technologies to fool us and lead us into their traps. What? For what? To just get? No, you just want one mind. That's why all we want is for you to wake up. And sometimes when we waking up, the light, you know how it is, the light shines in your face. I'm gonna finish this. Hold on, brother. I'm gonna put you on right now. Sometimes when we wake up, the light hits you in your face, and you're like, oh man, there's so much light.
Yeah.
But you gotta exercise your mind just a little bit, to peek a little bit. Just take a little bit peek. You take it one step at a time until you see. Now you can see. You know what I'm saying? But when you first waking up, that light hits you, man.
Yeah. Hit that P now.
That pineapple. Yeah, exactly.
And just boom.
So hey, what's up? I got Tahuti on the phone. What's up, Tahuti?
Hey, peace, brother. How you doing?
Hey, what's good? You watching in? The snake is in the building.
I just clicked in because there was a bunch of people, I guess, sending me messages and texting me and telling me to tune in, and I just tune in. Just wanted to tell Minkepara. Can you hear me, brother?
I hear you. I hear you, black man.
Okay, I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you're on the other side now, talking to somebody, asking them, where are the facts? Where's the papyrus? Where's the records? Right?
It's on.
Right?
And once
Right.
again, it's on.
So that's good. That's exactly how conversation should be when it comes to anything that you're trying to verify. If you're going to make a claim that Israelites and Sudanese reformed Kemet, you have to show some verification of that, some type of archaeology, some type of papyrus, anywhere where Egyptians even acknowledge that Israelites helped them in any form or fashion.
Man.
When you say that Sudanese were there before Egypt, you have to find what they were calling themselves, because Sudan is from the Arabic word aswad, which means dark, and the Arabic language is a fairly new language. It's not an ancient language. So the people along the Nile Valley never called themselves Sudanese. They were all one people for 4,200 kilometers from the top of what's called Cairo today all the way down to Lake Tana, or what's called Ethiopia and Uganda today. And that whole area was called Tamaray, and it was known as Kemet later on. But they were all one people, and they never divided themselves into Sudanese and Egyptian. They never did that separation. The Greeks did that separation. But
that's not true.
I'm just proud of Kipra. Good job, brother. I mean, if you're gonna,
that's not true.
Did you hear that, Tahudi?
I can't really hear.
Lord Fury, as Lord Fury, he said that's not true.
Sure, and sure.
It's on. I love this show. It's always on. It's always
popping. I decided. I saw that. There was a guest on. I said I was going to come on and do a presentation every second Monday, and I saw the guest. So, but I had to call in. I would have been there, but yeah. I mean, anybody can say that's not true. But anytime Lord Fury or any other brother wants to have an open conversation on the topic, I'm open for that conversation. If Lord Fury can show me anybody in ancient times calling themselves Sudanese,
hey,
I would love to.
Hey,
to see the virus.
Hey, Fury said, "Let's do it."
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's on, yeah.
Peace, Lord Fury. Nice to meet you. And we have a lineup of brothers that are saying, "Let's do it." So hopefully,
there you go. There you go. It's going down.
Set the record straight.
Mighty Hebrew said, "Let's do it." Zion Lex said, "Let's do it." Iron Sheik said, "Let's do it."
Iron Sheik.
I never said Sudanese was there before.
Let me make this claim for Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik called me during this week. He wants to have I think he wants to have a sit down with you, and I don't think he don't want to do the debate. He wants to do something different. He wants to come in, and he wants to. It's sort of like a debate, but he just wants to build very slow on what you were saying.
A discussion.
Yeah, he wants to have a discussion on this. This is going to be different. This is for everybody that's in the chat room. Y'all going to really like this because this is different. He wants to have a discussion on this, and this is by just presenting the facts, opening up the books real slow and going through them. And I believe in if the winner is the one who comes out and you can prove it. That's right. And this is Ngozi calling in. There we go. Yeah. Let's get them
coming out.
They coming out.
Swordsmen.
And accept. Hold on, brother. I'm gonna see if I can get both of y'all in here. What's up, Ngozi? Ngozi, you on, Ngozi?
Hey, what's up, man? Peace and love to the family.
Peace and love to the family. Ngozi in there. You breaking them out, you breaking them out. You breaking them out.
I just want to, I'm listening in to everybody, man. It's a beautiful show, man. I always, support. I listen to the shows. I wanted to talk about what Tahudi came in and chime in on when the brother talked about Sudan. I think that we should get out of the nomenclature of what labels are, but I get what the brother was trying to say, the Fury brother, when he was talking about how they come out of Sudan. Now, as far as Tahudi's right, the name comes from Arabs, that's true. But the Nakada period, which were the predecessors of Egypt, they have a base root in that northern part of Sudan before going into Upper Egypt. And before that, they were in the Green Sahara. And we have a habit of trying to stretch the Nile Valley all the way to the base of the Nile near Tanzania and Uganda. The Egyptians or the people of that part of the Nile wasn't thinking that far in the Nile. I mean, even when they traded with the population in the Red Sea of what we know as Punt, and you can look this up, that was modern day northern Eritrea. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people came out of the early Green Sahara before meeting up with people that was lingering around certain portions of the Nile. Further south into the Nile, you have the old hunter-gatherers and the older pastoralist groups. But the people of ancient Egypt were, agriculturalists, or what we know as Egypt. And Tahudi's right. Kemet, the term, but that's a much later term. Before that, when they talked about Tamari, Upper and Lower Kemet unification, that's from some of the portions of northern Sudan, and what we call Sudan, all the way up to modern-day Cairo. What we know. And you had different populations of people living in that area. A lot of these people come from the Sahara. You had a lot of neurotic type people there. And you also had people coming from the Levant that were there for a long time. It wasn't one feature or one phenotype to being a person of the ancient Nile Valley. Different colors always variating from that. I mean, Egypt is a transcontinental country. A transcontinental country, you can see why they were the way they were. You know, so that's all I wanted to say, yo.
Yeah, we're gonna open up the call lines. Yo, Fury, you done brought out Ngozi and Tootie. It's on them here. Yo, listen, when y'all come in, all right, tell Coach just to open up the chat on the airlines, because I think it's gonna get real deep in here.
You wanna go ahead and let random people call the phone again? I'm just asking. I'm trying to figure out what you want to do.
Yo, you see? Hey, that brother just thirsty for knowledge. That's all he is, y'all. He just thirsty for knowledge. I set up in there. All right, okay. So what you got to say about that, Lord Fury?
Time period.
Am I still on the phone?
Yeah, you still on.
Oh, okay. That was Ngozi, right?
Yeah, that's Ngozi. Both of y'all on. Y'all both on at the same time.
Am I on the speaker?
Yes, you are. Everybody can hear you.
Okay, good. Peace, Ngozi, if you can hear me. Thank you for coming in and chiming in. Yeah, absolutely correct.
So when they come in.
And the only thing that as far as the strange slander that was being said towards Kemet, that's the conversation that I would like to have with the brother to clear that up, that the Kemetians were homosexual, filthy people, inviting everybody in the world to come into Kemet's
Yo, listen, this is going to be hard.
Oh, my.
And the little Nas is actually portraying them correctly. That type of slander definitely has to be corrected, because if he can't verify those claims, then that is just pure slander. You have to show me that before so-called Sudanese people came in, that the Kemetians were filthy, homosexual savages that were inviting everybody in the world to have sex orgies. That's a huge statement that has to be verified. So I would love for the brother to come on and verify that with actual facts, not with thoughts.
Well, you know what, Brother Tahuti, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's a fact. As far as, you know, one of the rules of my eye, you know the rules of my eye, you know, they didn't deal with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, but when people are dealing with things, I don't know what school of thought my brother's coming from, but if some people are dealing with things from a biblical narrative, it's embedded in the people that follow Abrahamic faith psychologically to disrespect him and make it seem like they were just disgusting savages. You feel me? People don't understand the Hebrew Israelite faith. Even when you follow the base root, this is a zigzag traditional system that comes from multiple places. I mean, their canons or their literature were created in different phases in history. A lot of their component in peace comes out of African traditions. Some of it comes from population tradition or traditions from the Near East, near Mesopotamia, and that's why it's so confusing to people that follow that. They don't know where to go. So what they do is they disrespect the Nile Valley. They disrespect and they say that these people were doing this and these people were doing that. No, a lot of fucked up customs come. I mean, we can talk about Yahweh or Jehovah. He was in love with penis skin. I mean, that's all he talks about. What's the purpose of this shit? Bringing penis skin to him. I mean, it's a lot of weird shit in there. Or David dealing with a man. We don't know what that story. I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is, but it can be looked at any type of way. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it from that angle, with Prophet Dawood or David doing what the fuck he want to do. So I'm saying that when you deal with these Abrahamic faith people, it's wired in their mind to disrespect Kemet. And they don't even follow the customs of Kemet, even know what the hell was going on in Kemet. One of the laws of Mayat in Kemet is not to even do that. You know, not to do that. So, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. Yo, Fury's here. Fury, yo, listen. You heard what he said? All right, I'm going to give it to you. He said, who taught the Greeks?
Who taught the Greeks?
Yeah.
The Greeks learned from the Phoenicians, and the Phoenicians and the Greeks learned from the North Africans. And the North Africans learned from the people from south of the Sahara. I mean, the base foundation of it all is the Africans influencing a lot of people, but people disrespect Africa for some weird reason.
Get him in on Zoom.
Y'all getting too excited.
Yeah, we might have to get you in on the Zoom.
The Egyptian.
Yeah, me and the Golden have to come on Zoom or something.
Yeah, y'all might have to come on Zoom because this is this might have to be a Zoom thing. Yo, just give the link. All right, I'm gonna read this. All right, y'all, come on Zoom. We right here. Y'all gotta come on up.
Killah, before we go to Zoom, let's talk about Prophet Moshe. He didn't even know Yahweh until he got in contact with Medium. His deity Yahweh ain't even here. That shit come from the shot shoes. That's how you know that they was together. They was wandering out of the middle of nowhere, yo. But yo, we can get on. Yo, that's peace and love, yo.
All right, come on in. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna see you guys in there. I'm gonna come in a bit.
All right, peace. Come on.
Okay, peace.
Furry, you came on the show and got it popping. Where we up to 581?
Man.
You up to 6? Yeah, you got it popping on here. You got Ngozi and Tahuti coming on.
They got mad.
We got some super chat. We got some super chats coming in right now.
Right. I got like 7% left on my phone.
Okay. Men Capera, KP, AD chats. Please touch on what we should do if we have land. I'll let you take that.
That's a good question.
That's a real good question.
You see?
That's from Grow Hub. You said like somebody growing. Hold up, your name is Grow Hub. You already know what to do with the land. Your name is Grow Hub. Like how much pounds you got going out there, man? That's good,
man.
He said I'm in Detroit with the empty lot and I want to turn it into a garden. There you go.
Yeah, Grow Hub hit me up, yo. He hit me up on Instagram and asked me that. I told him, the main thing, like I just said, the main thing that Bill Gates just did, and he's a multi-billionaire. He's seeing the future because, he did all type of analytics and, processing mathematics. He see that the future is always going to be what the past is, which is food. If you control the people food, you control them. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Kemet so powerful. A lot of people want to, talk all the kind of stuff about Kemet or whatever, but you can't, refute the fact that we had the biggest farmland in Kemet off of them banks. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, people always need water and food. And when you break it down, I don't care what religion, what God, or whatever you serve, you still got to eat and drink water. So if you control those two resources, you control the people. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're still being controlled still to this day, because we don't control our own food sources here in America. That's a fact.
Okay. You need it?
You think Kemet had more food than Kush?
What's the difference? I mean, now you're making up what's the difference? They both on the now. At one particular time, they might have...
Again, I tried to explain to y'all earlier, we're not all the same.
So you telling me, hold on. So you telling me that Kemet or Kush had more food than Kemet?
Kush is bigger than Kemet. One.
You're not getting my point. At the end of the day, the brother just asked, he said, what is the most important thing if you get land? What should we be doing? Like I said, we should be growing food.
I'm agreeing with you, but you like to talk about Kemet so much that I got to wonder if y'all think that Kemet is the only place in Africa that had food.
No, of course not. I mean, everybody had food across Africa, but what I'm saying, though, is that what made a country so great, or what made Kemet so great, is that we had mastered, agriculture. The calendar, the 365-day calendar that you get right now, it comes from where?
You got
Rome.
It comes from Kemet.
the hoodies.
You see what I'm saying? It comes from Kemet. Why? Because if you're a farmer, and like if you have a farmer's almanac, you have to pay attention to the seasons. You have to pay attention to the seasons. And being that you have to pay attention to the seasons, in order to be a farmer, you have to pay attention to the seasons. So you have to be able to map out a year.
There was a lot of farming going on in Samaria before Egypt. Egyptians learned a lot from Samaria.
Okay, show and prove that.
You don't know that?
I know that the Israelites.
I'm not talking about Israelites.
Went to Egypt because they didn't have no food.
I'm not talking about Israelites.
I'm not talking about Samaria. I'm not talking about Samaria.
All right, but you said that 365 a year, right? You're talking about farming.
Yeah, that's important.
Samaria.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's important.
Jemiah Bay. Okay.
Hold on, here we go.
All right.
Jabbar Amin says colonization means control the colon, reactivate the melanin. Read Elitom El Amin Human Photosynthesis 101 and Pigment Power by Timothy Owens Moore. That's a book, I guess.
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah, y'all coming with it. Kind Hearts.
Jeremiah Bay, fourth disciple's daughter of Kind Hearts Kid, says, I'll never forget the guy with the necklace.
Hey.
That's Priest.
I don't got a necklace. That's talking about McKepper.
Oh, yeah. You have fancy necklace, too, sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I do. No doubt. Shout out to fourth disciple daughter, man. Yeah, exactly. They tuning in.
Gavin McDonald says, dropping gems, jaw sent, vai ficar, bem, my friends.
Praise Jah.
Sorry if I didn't say that right.
Yeah,
Yaya says, Peace AD, Mank, KP, Lord Fury.
hey, no doubt. This podcast is turning up. We are in deep waters right now. Yeah, this is backstroke. We are in the waters. You know what I'm saying? We have Ngozi coming in. We have Tahuti coming in. They don't like the slander. And setting the record straight. Appreciate the progressive KP. This is what we're here. We're here to build and elevate. And that's what we're doing. We started out with Little Nas X. We started out with Little Nas X. And it's turned into something incredible. All right, let's go back to before the brothers come in, let's go back to the food technology. Was it the food? The food is our life source and not our weapons. Weapons are fast food. You have a fast food, you have a fast life.
Damn, that make a lot of sense.
Right?
Yeah.
It's fast. You driving a fast car. Somebody said, driving a fast car.
Yeah.
Who was that? Tracy Chaplin?
Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, Tracy Chapman, yeah.
Living in the fast lane. Fast food, fast life. Junk food, junkie.
Facts.
You know, and getting the right source. And you know, and I'll vouch for you on this. You still got that tea you had that was in your refrigerator for like 6 years, or it turned into elixir. Sometimes you got to put sticks. And fourth disciple, he was our more like our what you call it, a medicine man for back then. So he was on the same thing you on, Fury. So you got to suck the oils out of these, and you got to open up these portals of these certain foods to unlock the chambers and their language that communicates with your spirit and resonates, and then you will grow spiritually. It'll give you more knowledge of the whole garden.
And soulfully.
And soulfully. Now you're not just eating from the tree of knowledge and good and evil. You're eating the tree of life. And the whole thing is for man and woman to get to the tree of life.
Yeah.
Why was blocked from there?
Yeah.
Other aspects. Other levels. Look at it at a whole esoteric level. Into the cosmic zone. Getting back in touch with your source. Returning. Hey, you brother, you Bill, brother. I'm lit up from the
life
from the
of all life.
That's right.
The cosmos is dark with a little bit of lights in it, but the majority of it is dark.
That's right. And out of darkness came light. And,
right.
And people were scared of the dark. But that's where creation is made. And the womb is dark.
Yep.
It's dark.
So you like to turn off the lights when you make love, right? Sometimes, I mean, a lot of people like the lights on.
And the soil
Turn the
is
lights
dark.
down low. Huh?
I said, and the soil is dark.
The soil is dark.
Yeah, you plant that seed in the soil is dark.
You
Until
got
you
black
grow
people
it.
that's scared of the dark.
Oh, yeah.
They start that with little kids. I don't know when to go in there. It's dark. You start seeing images.
Yeah.
It's the fear of the unknown.
The boogeyman.
Yeah,
The
because you don't know
boogeyman.
what, huh? Yeah, the boogeyman. He white with a sheet on.
The
You know what I'm saying?
boogeyman.
Yeah. 2 eyes. You a grown man scared of the boogeyman? Come on. And then the boogeyman is nothing but a clan member. You know what I'm saying? 2 holes
With a
in
white
his face. Yeah, exactly. You go in a house like that, I wonder, can't walk out the house like that with a sheet on your head.
The clan did, though.
Yeah, but then they get on the bus. You know, then you had to get in the car. You can't like
They got on horses.
They got on horses, right?
Yeah.
I want y'all be thinking like that. It's like you got a roll. Y'all all got on white suits and stuff like that, and you walk into your horse, and somebody see you. Yo, Johnny, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You walk around with a suit on, costume, silly man. It's time for us to wake up as people.
So just stick to the basics.
Those were the soldiers for Satan's army to continue to sacrifice. You see, but people don't realize that black people in America, when the Pope deemed them 3/5 of a human being, they made them innocent, like an animal. And the Ku Klux Klan was sacrificing black people left, right, and center, cutting up the balls, doing all kind of wicked shit all across America to get favors and trinkets from an evil source, evil power. Hence, you see, there's a reason why the white man went from a chariot, a horse chariot, to a car, to a plane, to a rocket ship, to a microwave. Nigga. They summoned some different kind of powers that allowed them to do that. They were sacrificing, but they were sacrificing black people instead of animals. Because the black people were like animals, like especially virgins. Albert Pike talks about that in his book, but I don't know. A lot of people don't read about that motherfucker.
Right.
You have to read books on Satanism to know what I'm talking about.
Indeed. Don't be afraid of the dark. Aurora Borealis said that he said that death is in the dark, priest. But see, that's the fear. Yeah, exactly. But everybody got to go through that. If you come into life. What about before you were born? What's that experience like? And then, you know, it's a cycle. But the whole thing is, like AD said, the unknown, fear of the unknown. Who taught fear? But yet the flowers are still standing there, growing every day, real slow in front of you. You can't even see it. Because you're looking at the top, you're not looking at the roots.
Facts.
The roots run deep, yo. Hey, man, we just sharing.
Real talk.
JP says, regardless of where and when, the science is within. Dig that.
Facts. Hey, shout out to, speaking of dig that, shout out to Can You Dig It? I want to play a clip because he sent me a clip. And you can build on it, Fury and
he sent me that joint too.
Yeah. Let's play that clip from Can You Dig It? And the chat room, y'all need to see this. He said that y'all definitely need to see that. I see Rasul was in the building. I don't know where he went. We're going to play this clip. I hope we, the Conan fight. You still with us, Fury?
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Yep. After this clip and build, we got to go to the music. We're going to move on to the music and stuff.
This is your first time on the program. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you're coming from.
Yeah, so very briefly, my degree is in molecular biology. My experience is in immunology. I set up a company in 1997, sold it 2019, around developing diagnostic tests to improve the diagnosis of autoimmune disease and cancer. I worked in the Max Planck to develop that technology, patented it, and for about 20 years I've been advising governments. I was on the Government Advisory Science Council for 10 years. I've been an expert in the EU, and I worked in the European Commission in the unit for the global coordination worldwide, including between Europe and China, and I was responsible for health globally in 2013, 2014 during the Ebola crisis, and I also ran a biosafety lab class 2, 3, and would have worked in a biosafety lab class 4, and I've been working in research integrity and the validation of results published, and that should be the primary way of getting promotion, and whether articles are considered to be of high quality so around research integrity, autoimmune disease, and validation of results.
That is an incredible resume.
chronology of where we are is based on lies, that coronavirus is lethal, that there was no prevention and treatment, that it's an emergency that requires social distancing en masse, which it doesn't, and that the solution was an mRNA vaccine that was safe and effective, which it isn't, and that it's causing huge harm. And we know as well that the more harm from these mRNA vaccines will happen in the years to come. So what I've been saying all along is anyone who's over 70 who gets one of these mRNA vaccines will probably sadly die within about 2 to 3 years. And I would say anyone who gets the mRNA injection, no matter what age you are, your life expectancy will be reduced to, die if you're in your 30s within 5 to 10 years. And you probably will have allergy, neurocognitive issues, inflammation, and of course infertility is the major one.
Yeah, somebody need to go send that to Unc West.
Bruh.
Send that to Unc West pronto. He sat up here for 3 hours and told us that we should jab ourselves.
Yeah.
Man, that'll never happen. I am not taking the jab.
Right. I just sent you the Gozy joint. My bad. What you think? Oh, okay.
Yeah, send that to Unc West.
I guess there's another clip that he sent that is about a Texas Supreme Court thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play it, Santana. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go.
What was it?
And have you seen any other vaccine that was put out for the public that skipped the animal test?
Never before, especially for children.
And what I've read, they actually started the animal test, and because the animals were dying, they stopped the test.
Right.
Folks, I think that's important to understand there, that what we're talking about is the American people are now the guinea pigs. This is the test program that's going on. They didn't do the human testing, and they stopped the animal test because the animals were dying. And then they turned it out for the public. And we are now looking at businesses that want to mandate that this experimental vaccine be given to people as a condition of their employment. And yet we have this death count that continues to rise and be totally ignored.
Facts. I think shout out to Texas too, yo, because Texas is getting it right. Like, they just made basically gun laws vanish. So you can basically run around with a gun on your hip if you want to.
Right.
In Texas, you know what I'm saying? And Texas is looking at things from a southerner's aspect of it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where they're like, you're not going to infringe upon our rights. You're not going to trick us. You're not going to do none of that. And Texas is definitely not with it. I think they don't have no mask mandate over there or nothing. It's just us over here in California. Like, every time you go to the store, they be like, oh, you can put on your mask. I be, what I'm saying? Be like, want to just like, fuck you. I'm not putting on shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, man. That's really how I feel.
Weapons of mass destruction.
True indeed. True indeed.
You know what I mean? Yo, I want to shout out to Jemiah. Jemiah, that's Fourth Disciples' daughter. But I want to just give her a straight up shout out and thank her for even watching. You know what I mean? When the youth is watching, it means a lot. And especially her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming from there. So shout out to Jemiah. This is from us at the KPP. No doubt. Are you still there?
Fury's out. His phone died.
Fury phone died. No doubt. Okay. Well, thank y'all for coming out. Let me stop. Dang, man. The host just came through. All right, so let's move on to the music section. If you still got your tea, if you're still drinking your tea, drink along with us and tell us about your notes. Yeah, and the bag bust open too, so it's real in here. And we got the right here. So this is Ascension. Ascension is a Japanese tea, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a green tea. Now remember, y'all, when y'all go get y'all green tea, try to get Ascension. And it's different. There's a Yuko. Shout out to Coach. It's different. It's different kind of Ascensions. And yeah, you can play some music with it. We're gonna go into the music right now.
Yeah.
And
I watched that movie Snake Eyes last night, and I took the Queen to go see that movie Snake Eyes. Shout out to the dumbest movie ever made.
Snake Eyes. Huh?
Snake Eyes. That was the stupidest movie I've ever seen.
It was dissing the snake, man. I'm tired of cats just dissing animals. Don't even know what they're about.
Yeah, they made a dumbass movie. It's a G.I. Joe movie, but it's just like Snake Eyes is just like the stupidest movie. Anybody who's seen it knows exactly what I'm talking about, man. Like, you know, the Snake Eyes dude was supposed to have been dead. Like, I'd have killed him probably within the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Hey, I'm glad how you even went to the movies. Yeah, exactly.
For me,
yeah.
You know, the Queen, you know what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
go.
I haven't been to the movies since COVID.
For real?
Yeah, I haven't been. I love going to the movies.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
The dine-in
me too.
theater. I'm spoiled with them
That's
dine-in
where I
theaters.
went.
That's where you went?
I went to the dine-in theater. It's
That's
over
the
there
best.
in
Step up.
what city is that, Joe? Yeah, they come bring your food
In
to you and everything.
In Westwood?
In Westwood. They
Yeah,
come bring
it's
your
called,
food.
it's called iPick.
iPick, yeah.
That's the spot, man. That's
It's
where
an
you take the
AMC.
ladies.
It's an AMC movie, right?
I mean, no, I mean it's its own thing.
Okay.
But they'll play like special movies. You go in there, they have a blanket, they give you a pillow. You hit a button, and they'll bring someone will come get you drinks.
Yeah.
It's upscale. It's nice. It's expensive, but it's worth it.
It is expensive because I
It's
spent
worth it.
about a note last night.
Yeah.
Hey.
And the seats
Peace
recline
to
back.
the Queen, man.
Yeah.
Peace to the Queen. Sometimes you gotta put it down, yo. Gotta put it
Yeah.
down.
You gotta have your date night, yo. That's Mando.
Absolutely.
Fellas, take notes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know the struggle's real and it's hard out there.
Yeah.
But you gotta take time out for your lady, man.
Got to.
Take your lady out, have a good time, and chill. You know what I'm saying? Don't be running the street all day long talking about you going to chat down Babylon and taking down somebody because they might take you down.
Yeah, fact.
Then what? You out there fighting, looking retarded. Spend some quality time with your ladies, and ladies, vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should be the one that's checking out. Exactly.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you gotta treat your queen special, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing that, I'm gonna guarantee you're gonna lose her.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of losers out there who would love to have your queen. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You better put that. What they say? You better put that woman first.
Yeah, exactly. What song is that?
It's like an old gospel song.
Yeah.
You better put that woman first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to do that, man.
Yeah. Because I guard mine, yo, with a sword and a shield.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Got to.
Brothers be too hard. So, I mean, that's what we've been taught as men in general, and not to be so. Everything is so hard. We touched on it before, but sometimes you gotta have a little bit of moments. You know what I'm saying? Where we can chill. Look, so let's say that. Here come Mojito.
Yeah, he get mad, Joe, when you talk about women.
Yeah, exactly.
Start fluffing on the floor and all kind of.
That's because AD don't cut his joint off.
Hey, he was marking his spot. I had a new apartment. I had to.
Is it
regulate
good
on
to
that.
spade your animal, yo? I'm not just coming out. There's a lot of people out there be spading their animal.
Yeah.
And it's not right. I don't think that you should be
But they
cutting.
populate, they understand. They, we drop out one baby, they drop out like 9, 8.
Yeah, really, you got him as a pet in the first place. But I still don't advocate cutting his nuts or cutting, what they do with the female. Do they do anything to her or they just cut
I'm
the
not sure the mechanism, but it's something similar.
Yeah. Because now they walking around and they don't feel like a real cat.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Man, it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Mad at
'Cause
life.
a cat is not a cat if you take it. You didn't declaw him, right?
Nah, that's illegal.
Yeah, that's
in
wrong.
California, that's illegal. Yeah.
Anybody declaw a cat? I met a cat that was declawed, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the look in his
I've been on one
eyes
too. Yeah, it just
wasn't real. He
I
wasn't a real
I
cat.
never met a cat. It was a movie actually. My kids like where the cat was declawed.
Yeah, he's not a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah, you declaw a cat, yo. They say they spay for female. Oh, they spay them.
Yeah, it's neuter for male.
Oh,
so Mojito's neuter.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so he knows we're talking about him now.
Yeah, see, yo, this cat is so on point.
So he knows English. He just can't speak it. He just knows how to say meow and no.
Yeah. Like soon as you found out that
you should be talking about him, yo.
as soon as he found out that old girl didn't was scared of cats, he immediately attacked her.
Yeah,
he was on her. Like, you scared? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, where'd she go?
Yeah. She bounced.
Oh, we got somebody entering the Zoom room here.
Okay. Well, is it Ngozi? We're gonna tell him we're off that subject.
Amir.
That's Ngozi. Because we're about to move on to the music. You letting him in?
Do you want me not to?
Nah. Just I'll hit him up because we off that subject right now. It's gonna take a little while. Ngozi, we'll hit you up next time. We're just gonna move it on so we can close out because
Deny.
Yeah, he's not even there. All right, so let's go. Let's get to the music.
Hey, you know my little youngin came out with a new song. 42 Easy.
Oh yeah, we gotta hear his music again, bro. Come on, sit that in.
I gotta get a dub and put him in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That first song, we gotta play that just on the house. Shout out to Sun C, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we go into it.
Yeah.
All right, every episode we got a segment that we call song promotions, to which we play tracks that were submitted by you guys, the viewers. It's only for $20. You play a minute and a half. $40, we'll play about 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So we got a few tracks to go through. Let's check it out. The first track is called "It's the Pain Remix" by Fix. Remember Fix? Here we go.
Yeah. All this negative energy makes me feel there's nothing there for me, nothing there for me, nothing there for me, nothing there for me. Pain is weakness leaving my body, and I gotta keep holding on. If I let go, then I might probably be a casualty of war. Niggas that get up and leave their body and just walk right through the wall. Nigga done seen a lot of stories, but I never been there before. Caution life in the flesh and full effect. Fuck this shit for the fuck of it. For the fact I am the rider type, the ride or die before I forfeit. Pull up the handbrakes, pull out the 4-5, put it through your brain, squeeze it and break. Hard till it breaks, some of them bones up in your face. Caliber, heaven, I am heaven, and more than heaven, and higher than lava, the lyrical rip through and tired and full. If I caliber rip through the body, dumb fool, common sense ain't need no gun school. Can't tell you how much I love tools. Last man fall in the blood pool, drip. If pain is weakness leaving my body, then it seems like I probably got it for healing my problems. Don't show me no mercy. Don't show me no mercy. Don't show me no mercy. Yeah. If pain is weakness leaving my body, then it seems like I probably got it for healing my problems. Don't show me no mercy. Don't show me no mercy. Don't show me no mercy. No. If pain is weakness leaving my body, then it seems like I probably got it for healing my problems. Don't show me no mercy. Nah. Don't show me no mercy. Don't show me no mercy. Everything works out when I'm lonely. I give two fucks if they know me. H2P's.
Alright, that was Fix Pain Remix. Cool.
What you think about it?
I liked it, yo. You know what I'm saying? He wrote that beat good. You know what I mean? He you know what I'm saying? Good content. I liked it.
Same here. I think he wrote that. He wrote the hell out of that beat.
Yeah.
All right, next one is by SUN. It's called "Here I Go Again." He wants me to start at 13. So here we go.
Aboriginal means I was first, birth for the sun, then came to earth. I'm ancient, been here before, so stop thinking. It's all about remembering, then the picture's painted, tapped in. Let the words free you if you trapped in. These Hollywood rappers only good for acting. Confusion, this earth life is filled with illusions. You got a choice to make on what you consuming. I stream consciousness and download the spirit. I take a vision, then record it so you can hear it. Speaker, my mind is thinking through the ethers. You showing signs of life, then I'ma try to reach ya. You see the challenges to always stay balanced. Guard your mind like a palace, got them bullets and the ballot. I hit the chalice, drinking agua mineral by the gallon. The way I stretch my mind is like a talent. Here I go, go again. Here I go. Here I go again. Here I go. Here I go again. Here I go. Here I go again. So much is mine, so that means I got a lot of thoughts. I play it hard, but underneath you know a nigga soft. That's the love that radiates from the source. Spirit intercourse, you feel it in the force when you hear my voice. I'm a lion like Marley had in Malcolm. Words of revolutions, you can hear it on my albums. I stay consistent, underground with the resistance. 9 albums later, then you understand commitment. They rap from Babylon, cause all they do is Babylon. Bullshit words put together, that's a song.
Yeah, that is SUN. Here I go again.
Here I go again with you. For some D's, right?
Yeah.
Cool track.
Yeah, I liked it. That's dope.
I like that too.
Yeah, that's dope.
That was dope, yo.
He's got another track he submitted called It's All Right.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Used to worry about what people think, now I worry less. And that's the best weapon, a method to bury stress. When I'm all alone, in the God mind, at my very best. Not a bird, but in a way, now I'm part of Perry's nest. Married to the sex, it's like I kissed the blunt more than my wife. And she be like, you love the weed more than you love your own life. And the truth hurts sometimes, it cut like a jagged knife. It's a dirty game, sometimes it get cold as the winter's ice. Life is not a gamble till you release and roll the dice. Know that you your worst enemy, you hold the vice. It's God mind or the devil mind, hold on to Christ. Satan, he a cold beast, and he don't play. Do whatever it take to get you to go that way. To keep him off my back, I stay prayed up every day. No, it's not my will, it's Yahweh. No, it's not my will, it's Yahweh. It's alright, it's okay. Gotta hustle but the legal way. Don't give no fucks about what people say. I'ma get it even if I gotta work all day. It's alright, it's okay. It's not a game, don't play. It's not my will, it's Yahweh. It's all love at the end of the day.
I'm breaking bread for the lesson, watching people stressing. Digestion, no spirit, but they want the blessing. We all flawed, we need correction. We all scared, we need protection. We all lost, we need direction. We not your Debbie Downers. Too much sun, we make it browner. The type of offer that you can't counter. Classic hip-hop, we from the elements where everything is relevant. Be careful what you buy because they selling it. Your blood is DNA, but your environment, it has a say. Where you eat, where you shit, and where you lay. I'm certified to open eyes, the way my mind is utilized. Got your thinking cause the future is computerized. The thought police, making sure your thoughts will never get too deep. We keep the peace and at the same time trying to kill the beast. White supremacy, white militias, and these white police. It's alright, it's okay. Gotta hustle but the legal way. Don't give no fucks about what people say. I'ma get it even if I gotta work all day. It's alright, it's okay. It's not a game, don't play. It's not my will, it's Yahweh. It's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah, give it up. That is SUN. It's all right.
Fire.
All right. The only thing I would do is make something up with the ending. It was like do 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 do, and then it just stopped. I'd either do a fade out or some kind of like echo reverb at the end. Da, 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 da. Yeah, a lot of times people don't care about the ending of the track. They're just like, okay, it's done, then it cuts it off. Let it fade out. Give it some kind of ending. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's a hot track. Everything else is great. Great mix. Great all that.
That was a dope song.
Yeah, I like that joint.
Yeah, and I gotta say the brothers. I mean, it's hard to say Yahweh and make it sound cool. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's like singing gangster. What, gangster? I mean, nobody did it like
Nate Dogg.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nobody.
Yeah, he did it right. Shout out to Corrupt. Shout out to the Horsemen.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up now, this is Reborn, the Rebizzle. It's called I'm Yucked Up.
Uh-huh.
This is for all my hard workers in the workforce. No matter what your employment is. Word of encouragement, you know what I'm saying? Every time I had to work, gotta put it with jerks. One that caused me hurt, rude foes, go berserk. Give me bad attitude, never show me gratitude. That man rude, trying to put me in a bad mood. But I overcome with the beatitudes of Matthew 5. Keep my motion checked while my spirit man to rise above the nonsense of this everyday BS. I come correct while keep a flesh man in check with self-control. Make sure my pride don't take a hold. Put a guard over my mind so verbally I won't fold. I stay prayed up while I'm dealing with these haters. Keep focus on my assignment, got no time for debaters. I stay strapped with the gospel of peace. Call my inner beast, now I'm to be released. Protect my mental by taking on the mind of Christ. With spiritual discernment, I see my enemy within line of sight. I alter to my attitude so I be shatterproof. Uplift my mind with Philippians 4:8 like a attitude. And stay focused on the vision I'm a commission. Representing Christ at my workplace with conviction. And work with honesty may provide for my family. Avoid the pitfalls of the traps that is set for me. Endure my hardships as a true soldier. And trust in the Lord to help me keep my composure.
Yeah, give it up. That was Reborn the Rebizzle. It's called I'm Yucked Up. Yo, turn that snare up. Your verse is dope. The way you spit is dope. It's all in the mix. I would drop your vocals down a little bit, let that beat, and the snare needs to crack. Cause man, you're hitting it. It's got emphasis. It's got emotion. Boom, God. Want to hear that snare pop a little bit? Your vocal technique's on point, but the beat, turn that snare up, and the mix, drop your vocals. That's it.
It was cool. I really liked the beat. The beat was hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really liked it. It was cool.
I like what somebody said. They said Christ mind. It was very enlightened, dope lyrics. All I gotta say is that's a joint.
Almost thought it was Be Real at first. When like,
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna go with Akinelli. Yeah,
Okay.
Got a lot of elements. You killed it with that. Be real.
Yeah, be real. Yeah.
You know when MCs can, when guys can just rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that concludes the MP3 submitted. Now we're moving on to YouTube video submitted. So here we go. This next one is Grave and Bolo. This track is called BUOYNKF. That's what he called it. Here we go.
Yeah. Hey yo, I'm throwing hooks with sushi, shark bait, with a third eye open, smoke clouds of hash open, cool, keep a secret in the deal, everyday life sight, you ain't right, summertime, out in sunlight, talking too much, creeping like sluts, fiending for what, out of your shape, training like hate, doing my moves, sharp cuts, filling the nights, days that I walk with signs, days that I walk with lines, out in the sky, there's a different frequency, atmosphere, legendary, scary, ghost scrolls, ancient technique, leave a disease creeping deserted streets, night sky darkness from out the dark, a spirit of a small Japanese girl floats up to me and symbolized everything is pure love, just open your eyes and wake the fuck up. Jumps. Wake the fuck up, you know what it is, Mr. Runs.
Wow. How you like that?
I don't.
Yo. That was in your face, raw, just, I don't know, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's too much for me. That was overload.
Man.
Throwing images. Cat, dog, hat mixed with cat, rat, snack pack.
It's got he had a lot of...
A little distortion in that vocal.
Is that Aurora? Aurora?
That was not Aurora. That was Grave and Bolo. BUYYNKF.
Yeah, tell him.
That was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, he picked the right title for it. Because I don't know what the title is, nor the song.
Remind me of Look at Aurora. It reminded me of Aurora a little bit. Kind of crazy. Yeah, it was Psycho.
It was.
Let's go.
Oh, I guess the BUOYNKF stands for brush up on your ninja kung fu.
Hey. Now we make it.
Okay.
Hey, AD, you gotta start getting it right for them, man.
Well, he didn't put it in the thing. He just put it there. I had to look it up to find that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to put that when you're sending the emails.
Make sure it's clear so AD can read it right.
Yeah.
When I first send it.
Because I'm just going to say what I see.
It was a lot of energy.
For real. All right, we on to Aurora Borealis. He submitted a beat called The Terminator.
Church for kids, because it's insane. It's like a birthday party, but everybody's dead. You know what I mean? They surrounded the kid.
Yo, I just got a crazy vision. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. A birthday party where everybody's dead.
Yeah, and with a little cake. The cake is mad little and everybody tall.
Party song. That's the best way to put it.
Aurora, you never fell, man. You got a demented, strange mind.
Yeah, but this to make sense to me, Lord. Like, okay, this is it. This is the recipe right here. I got it. And I'm about to send this to, you know what I'm saying? KP and AD. I'm about to send this out right now. And they get like, what the fuck?
I don't think he cares.
Nah, I don't think he does.
Aurora, that was another
smash hit.
Another one.
Yeah, what you think about that? Death?
I mean, I'm gonna say the same thing every time. You know what I mean? Like, I see what level you're at, but you gotta just focus on the snare and the kick. Make that bass drum and that snare drum pop, boom, make that the priority. Bass drum, snare drum.
I don't think he listens. He like, nah, kick. Yo,
that's what he should have called it. He should have called it the Happy Birthday Funeral.
You'd be surprised what you can make work.
Happy birthday
if the mix is right. You'd be surprised the samples you can get away with if the mix is right. You know what I'm saying? You got to make that kick right, the snare right.
Yeah, he's not going for that, Lord.
Yeah. He don't care.
I'm just saying.
He's not gonna listen. You gonna make it more dark.
Like more snares? Nah. Put that church beat back on there and turn it up. You're right, the Terminator.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Terminator?
That was more Terminator, yeah. I like the Dead Birthday Party.
Yeah, that was more of a dead. Yeah, exactly. I got a vibe of just a psycho. Yeah, a birthday party.
Everybody dead.
I'll be back.
With a tiny cake. A tiny chocolate cake. Well designed. Well designed though. If you look really close to it, it's like the names on there. Yes. Happy birthday, AD.
Man.
At the big. Oh, all right. Nobody want to go to that birthday party. That was haunted.
Everybody's dead.
Birthday!
Yeah. Shout out to Aurora Borealis, man. Aurora Borealis.
All right. This next one is by Muggs7. It's called
Aurora Borealis Land.
Maintain. This song is on Apple Music.
From where it all
I think I clicked on the
started, once
preview.
many souls become sorely departed. Every day was fought.
Hold on a second. That was the preview. Damn it. He sent it through Apple Music. Damn it. I got to sign into all that. I don't even have an Apple account. Okay, let me come back to that because that's only a preview and it's only going to play a little bit of it. So I'll come back to that because he sent it on Apple Music. Okay.
What's his name? Just tell him.
Mug7.
Yeah, just send it another way. We got you.
I'll try to find it on Spotify or something. Okay, let's move on to the Mark of Buddha to save time for now.
The Mark of Buddha.
The Mark of Buddha. This one.
Hold on. Has everybody finish their verse.
No, we're waiting for Tahuti and Rasul.
Tahuti, let's get that verse in, man. Soul, come on, man. Let's finish up that verse. So, if not, we're gonna have to close. We're gonna close it, and then move on to the next song. Y'all let me know.
Yo, while you were talking about that, I was able to pull up Mug's track on YouTube. Okay, so here we go. We're back on
Shout
Muggs.
out to the Mark of Buddha, yo.
We'll be right back to Mark of Buddha.
I actually talked to Mark of Buddha.
Oh, what'd he say?
Dope. We talked, man.
Yeah. Hey, that beat's gonna come out pretty dope, actually. Once this is all done,
Kush.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Mug 7, Maintain.
I understand you're a brother of mine.
Yeah, glad to meet you.
What is this, bro?
It's the intro.
Is this Mark Buddha?
No, this is Muggs.
I heard you paint houses.
Yes, I do.
Poet and swordsman.
Mark 7, H bottom, coming with that ill product. From where it all started, watch many souls become salty departed. Every day was fighting niggas who's hating, dripping pain upon the gardens. No matter the pressure, can't fold, staying diligent or silent. Marvin crossed the way, my purpose is calling. Those circumstances that became a bit harder, I gave it all up for my son and daughter. The Most High got my back, Allahu Akbar. Reflections alone reflecting, extracting lower south proper. I'm on the move, almost there, ain't no telling how much farther. I must go, devils try and penetrate in my dome, but simply not bothered. Remain the course, my only purpose from Allah. One of many ghetto wisest survivors. One of the many ghetto wisest survivors.
Cool. Give it up. That is Mug 7. Track's called Maintain. Hey, good track.
I agree with them. The beat sounds dope.
He remind me of Rock Marciano, kind of. He got that kind of flow.
Cannabis, like a cannabis voice.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Next, now here
Somebody
is.
said he sound like Rasul.
We got the Mark of Buddha.
Hey.
It's the Mark of Buddha.
That is the Mark of Buddha. Song is called Karma Sutra.
Sound like it.
Cool. Sounds good.
I like it. It's a dope beat.
Indeed.
No complaints here.
It's the phone that went off.
All right, we are moving on to the video section of the song promotion segment. Are you ready,
Mr.
Reed?
Call him back.
Apparently, this one has some video of us here. It's the Makabuda. Let me know when you're ready, Priest.
I'm ready. Who's this?
This is Anton the Bum. Remember? Talk is cheap. This is the video segment of the song promotion.
That's PA?
No, it's Anton the Bum. Okay, here we go.
Talk is cheap.
He went in. He went in. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at that one. He went in.
Talk is cheap.
What's his name? Anton the Bum? Yo, you nice, G.
But not a hit, man. I just slaughtered the beats. Got European features, but the heart of a Moor underneath. And no, I've never been Catholic or worship the priest, but you're an MC. I must salute, cause you watered the seeds. Saw your critique, and it's not what I wanted to see, but sort of agree with the sentiment. Talking is cheap. Some will spring to action, others will fall with the leaves. I went to war in these streets and I fought the police. You have to walk with me before you believe. It's only right cause many shining phony lights to distort and deceive. Fortunately, I'm here to show and prove, and not just in the vocal booth. Revenge is overdue for these corporate elites. Of course, it would be some pedophiles that are forcing the V. They ought to keep far from me with that mark of the beast. Come to my door, but please don't be so sure that you leave. I got two, like 2:45. Chill, I'm ODing like a coke fiend that's been offered a key. Let me clear up my aura and breathe. Pardon the brief intermission. I lost my peace and started receiving intuition. The type I knew was important to heed. It one of the 3-letter agencies afraid of these bars that I read. Plotting to keep me stuck behind them for a bit. I'm on their list, of course they didn't scratch me off like a dog with some fleas. Shout to Planet Asia, priests and all who stand for bravery. When man is laid beneath the grave, they can't erase the seeds he planted. When I leave the planet like a UFO, at least I do it knowing that the truth was told and that I cause these creeps to panic. It's my mission to expose him like the T to Janet at the Super Bowl until his funerals for pharmaceutical execs, cause they OD from Xanax and the losers owning private prisons that they use to throw us in and start to be remanded. I'll agree to talk is cheap, but I just let you view my soul. It's not just music, yo, and yeah, I broke in all but 3 commandments, but I'm not the dude to fold whether you do or don't. I salute you, bro, and be a fan, but can I get a feature, damn it? I'll agree to talk is cheap, but I just let you view my soul. It's not just music, yo, and yeah, I broke in all but 3 commandments, but I'm not the dude to fold whether you do or don't. I salute you, bro, and be a fan, but can I get a feature, damn it? This is Anton the Bum. This is Anton the Bum. I'm about to astral project and catch a tan on the sun. Yo, catch a tan on the sun, yo. This is Anton the Bum.
Yeah.
Fire.
Dope.
You got fire. Anton, you did it again, yo.
Very nice. Good.
I get that. Very nice. Who's that?
That's Borat.
Oh, okay,
very
okay.
nice.
That was fire, yo.
That was fire.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, everybody got a feature on the way.
It was cool.
See, cats, when you spit like that, yo, you get put in a certain category. You know what I mean? You got one more, but I believe that brother got talent. So he's like, he's spitting. Word.
All right, moving on to the final submission. Of course, it was by Danny Salinas, and you know who he submitted again?
Oh, our number 1 guy,
Donnie.
Should never gave me this. Should have never gave me this.
I know, right?
Come on, Daddy.
Donnie Arcade?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Portals.
Here we go. Are you ready? And action.
Portals.
Ain't no telling where I might go. Portals. VA. Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go.
Hey.
Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Yeah, come on. Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Yeah, it's return to the thought. off of my thoughts. I see you been cooking, you don't got the formula, no, I won't give you the sauce. All of these records are Kashi. Yeah, I might go in the vault. Yeah, I've been off in the dark. They don't see me like a cop. Yeah, they be speaking in riddles, but ain't got soul in the middle. They don't remember your words, cause they really don't feel you. Off in the Bonneville, bending corners in the quantum realm. When common credit got them feeling ill. My avatar make 100 mil. Yeah, you know I gotta pay the bills. And you rubber like a Navy SEAL. To the Sharks, I'm a new addition. Yeah, you know I got them Johnny Gills. Sounding like 2090, they cannot see me. Let alone they cannot find me. Interdimensional, yeah, I be off in those pyramids every time you see the sightings. Hey, ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Hey, ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Yeah, I'm gone. Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Got bars like Jadakiss, but yeah, I be rapping like Twister. Don't fit in no box, I never been square. You know I'm a merkable with it. Off in the mission, I'm about to go get it. You know I'll be back in a minute. You know the hustle be vicious. Yeah, it played out like a vision. Like it was there the same time the time machine was invented. Being proactive, get the minority report for the opposition. Yeah, I be packing my luggage. Yeah, you know I be kicking it. Parties in different dimensions. Yeah, you know I'm a visitor. Ain't no telling where I might go. Everything's exotic, ain't no telling what I might roll. Everything's a frequency, I'm high, can't go low. All these songs gon' slap, yeah, baby, everything gon' go. Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Ain't no telling where I might go. All these portals, ain't no telling where I might go. Yeah, I'm gone.
Yo, this animation's dope.
Well, man, he's dope.
Yeah. That's definitely in the whip right there. That's what I call in the whip.
Yeah. Donnie's
Fire.
Definitely in the whip.
I like the simplicity of the animation. You know what I'm saying? I like it for what it is. That's dope. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah. What else could you say? Yeah. Hey, I mean, yo, he what? 10 for 10? Each time you throw the ball, he's smacking out the park. So you good. You good. He might be up there with the, I don't know, Donnie. Man, there's nothing I can say, man. It's just dope, bro.
Yeah, it's dope.
I'm gonna speak to that, brother. I haven't spoke to what's name. I speak to K9. You know, we had to retire K9 because certain cats they don't need to be on here because they're just too dope and infamous, but definitely infinite, and then definitely Donnie, man, it's crazy. Yeah. Yo, that was fire.
The sampler, I see you. He says I should listen to Decca the Ocean. Okay, I will. I'm gonna mark that down. I like hearing recommendations. Sometimes you discover jewels out there.
I gotta say, this is some of the we got somebody else that we brought about. Okay, that was it, man. That concludes it, man. That was crazy. See, sometimes when you listen to good music, like I was just talking before I got here. I said, you know, the type of music that I'm listening to now, it's got to be, you know, the cats that coming on to the show, some new type of styles, and dudes who come in who make you think and think outside the box.
Facts,
you know what I mean?
Facts.
If you're going to make music to do something, and that's the cast that I mentioned that be on the show. You know, besides your J. Cole's is dope.
Yeah.
And of course Kendrick.
Yeah. And shout out to Kendrick, man. I can't wait for him to drop something else, man.
Yeah, he been missing.
He been MIA for real.
Shout out to Divine, because he first one put me up on Kendrick, and I just knew, and he was like rocking it at the same time that J Electronica, they were like rocking at the same time. So I was like, yeah, this is gonna be dope. So when new artists is coming out, and you got a whole bunch of new artists that's coming out shining, man, come through that wall, come through that gate like that. So that's all gravy, man.
Yep.
And I enjoy it.
So if y'all are interested in being part of the song promotion segment, email me directly at info@webcoremedia.com. We'll have a fancy form online soon But until then, just email me there, and I'll send you the link so you could, you know what I'm saying, choose if you want to do a minute and a half or 3 minutes.
36. I see you, Coach Kadaka. Yeah, 1936, Wimbledon. Yeah. So 1936. You know the 36 got to be on there.
Yeah.
So I have to have the Chambers. Yeah, that's the Chambers. I'll tell y'all a little bit more on the Patreon. But there's a reason why it's 1936.
I was just about to ask you that, Lord. I swear to God, I was just about to ask you, like, why did you name it 1936? But like you said, you know what I'm saying, that's that secret knowledge, or that only the chosen few get to hear.
Sometimes you go to the hotels. You ever been to the haunted hotel out here?
In Cali?
Yeah.
What? Nah. Where's it at?
I think it's the Belmont. The Belmont. Pull it. You can pull it up.
The Belmont Shores and off the ocean.
It's called either the Belmont. Yeah, it's the Belmont Hotel. Just put haunted hotels in Cali. But then one time we was in there and you could see some of the images on, and you know it was like a New Year's party or something like that. And so, you know, the stories that be on that wall. Right, haunted. You got it?
Winchester Mystery House, San Jose.
No, real haunted house.
The Roosevelt Hotel.
Roosevelt, my bad.
Yo.
Yeah, the Roosevelt Hotel.
That place looks haunted, yo.
Yeah. So I don't live too far from there. And I remember one time me and Ghost was in there and we was like, yo. And I think we was doing the Woo-Goo thing. And I could have sworn that this guy, he had to be like maybe 900 years old. He was up there, he was the butler. But he was up in there, we was in there like, yo, come on, man. This guy's holding his eyes in his head. But he just looked at mad old. A lot of people be old in there. And then when you look at hotels and you go and you see the pictures, like the pictures tell you things.
Yeah.
And a lot of those pictures that be in hotels are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So
I really do believe that houses hold energy. You know what I'm saying? That buildings hold energy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think, like, you ever seen that show called Them? It's a show about when black folks moved to Compton. It's super deep. But, you know what I'm saying?
Compton before black people. That's crazy.
So when the black folks moved to Compton, it was a whole thing where you had this white lady that was a realtor. And what she was doing, she was trying to get them to buy houses so she can sell them for money, you know what I'm saying, in the real estate market. But she was also using the police to keep the people from, you know what I'm saying, making the black people leave the community. You know, she was acting like a buffer zone with it. But the houses started holding different energies as the black people moved in there. You know what I'm saying? You felt this certain. It's like this. I don't know if you ever felt this before, but you ever walked into a room and it kind of felt like somebody was talking in there, but when you opened the door, you heard nothing? You saw nothing?
Nah. I'm with you though. Hold on, that's kind of crazy.
Like sometimes I open the door, like if I walk into a different room,
it's like that a lot in Cali.
I open the door and I hear an energy of people being in there, but when I get in there, there's nobody in there.
Yeah, that's kind of ill.
Yeah, but
because there's incidents that I've found and heard.
Yeah,
but that's kind of crazy because downtown is real haunted.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely haunted.
There's so many energies down there, Lord. That's why, you know what I'm saying, there's so many energies downtown LA, man. That's why I tell you, I never really go down there and party. Even though I was born and raised in LA, the energy of downtown LA has never been like, oh, let's go downtown and party, because it's always been like, nah, that's Skid Row and other things. You know what I mean? Yeah.
A lot of bodies.
Yes.
And then it might have been an old chief or something that told everybody, if you do this, then it's going to happen. And they killed the chief anyway. And then you wonder why that soul be still, because he be, said something. Even in New York, some of the chiefs be warning them when they look at you in the eyes and you see the fire come up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, there's different type of sages, man. Some of that stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, here's a disclaimer. Don't run out there looking for for no old chief and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And try to talk to him about, the Chief Thunderlord. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
real talk.
Yeah. Yo, that was crazy, man. Coach Kadaka, but Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. But okay, man, I guess you can land a plane, man. We're gonna end this early, a little early today.
Word.
New album is coming, Lord. Everything's coming together.
You ain't got that Horseman album, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to go get it, because that joint is fire.
Definitely. Go pick up the Horseman right now. And right after that, I got the Cafe Summer Inn joint. So we just finished up the last bit of skit and wrapping that up and about to send that to the people.
Yeah.
I'm ready to play something, another one.
Another one.
Yeah, I might play another one. I wanted, since we're building on Kush today, Kush the Harketer. I said that to what's name. I might just play Kush and go out like that. But maybe not. Next time we'll wait. Yo, love y'all, man. Yo, AD, take them out.
Oh, and don't forget to check out my album. It's in Spotify right now. I just launched my album last Saturday. It's called the Hip Hop Compilation, if you haven't checked it out already. It's a compilation of my hot tracks from the past. I wanted to get them out there, you know what I'm saying, into the world, so that I have closure and I can work on some new tracks. So check it out. It's DJ Sound Daddy, Hip Hop Compilation. It's on Spotify, YouTube, and a lot of the other platforms.
I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
Climb, I'll take the shuttle up.
I'm going to check that out.
Yes, sir. And we'll be back on Wednesday.
This rock is towards the nebula. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
On board with the prophets and the messengers.
All right. Peace.
Attention soldiers! Kill everyone.
Ha ha! Another fucking live ass track from the Temple Shaolin.
What, nigga?
Hold up.
Yeah, what?
Real. The Killer Priest. You know what I'm saying? The Symbolical son. Sons of man. Madman representing for the Killer Army. The Killer Sin. The Resurrector.
Yeah, yo, I gotta get a grip and edge on life for living type. See, I'm shiesty. Now I see why nobody likes me. It might be the image projected, I selected, but F it. Shit is mad real as well as hectic. Expected, the best and got tested. Suggestions molested my thoughts, I manifested, but check it. My mind was designed for crimes. The bottom line, cause it's my time to shine. With the nickel weighted 9 to the spine. And there's no remorse in my source of madness. With my temper, my anger rises like my status. Because I'm known on the borough of Shaolin for wailing. Don't think that it's peace when I be smiling. A heart stone cold is what I own. For niggas who brag, I break bones, leave them one gag to hear the moan. I hate snakes on that fake shit. I get mad, leave them shook in the back like when the quake hit. I got a steez, oh that's raw, man. Another brother provoked the gun smoke, now that's all. Damn, why did he bother the baller of horror? Knowing full well that he won't live to see tomorrow. Be on your guard when I start to flip shit. Sick when the guard is hard to get a grip.
I raise a streak and iron flame, hurled to still heavens. Clinks and shallows, deeping in the shallow trench of reverend. I rush like lions through the roaring slaughter. Then I assume my human facility. I'm playing the hits on the governor. Open, behold the gift designed to kill many men. I stick them for brilliant pens and cave so whirled in. Flashing death like lightning from the heavens, leaving rappers suffering the thirst of a silent curse that came from the earth when the planet was reversed. Here are the needles, see that he dies, or the effect of a drug come bleeding out of his eyes. I chop off his feet so he can't walk the talk that he claimed to stalk. I shine my pitchfork and stack up dead corpse. A soldier of the darkness, kidnap an MC for hostage, then break loose on the stage, creating places like slaves being trained. I'm under pressure, thoughts reacting wild like a child molester. Madman terrorism, today's journalism. Going to war across the country with another organism. Killer Army madness, it's how we kill them.
The calculation of time of vocal life would help the date of expiration, steady creation, mental consumptions of the abomination. I emerge from the house of bondage, the rebellious one, alien son of man, no longer deceived by Satan's plan. Here's a ministry fighting wars of demonology, soldiers of idolatry, writing the sins of reality. Moving through space, the black meteorite, burning satellite. I sojourn deep beyond the depths of my inner sight. Visions of me on the night of a solar eclipse, aboarding the mothership, taking my last whip from this polluted myth. Another soul vibrates, escapes this cold tunnel of fire. Show a liar, sushi ain't rain from the board tire. I tie your fucking brain out with barbed wire. Infused or slap your bruise, unable to talk and dim. Then the rims of hell, afraid to walk. Reaction in slow motion and shock for the explosion. Symptoms of death left you choking on your own breath. You better study your litter to seek the scriptures. Biblical codes and scrolls laced in below robes. Kill a priest with slice of lessons in 60 seconds. How raise a blessing, overcome the oppression.
Hearken as the night darkens. You've been warned that the priest will soon swarm. Now you'll be done away like the unicorn, with nighttime as my uniform and death as my sword. The universal warlord, son of man came together for one accord. You can't read about it, it's not a myth. Here's a puncture to your ribs for a gift. And the only present I'm dealing with is now the supreme slayer. I wrote the book of Isaiah, laying these bodies down by the layer. Burn them before the assembly and watch his ashes go up through the chimney. May the skies be as brass before his prayers, and though his words be lost in the air. The reason you felt shame is because I've been ordained. I'll tie you up and throw you off a fucking plane and fill up your parachute with more dead bodies. Don't ask me why, it's a fucking hobby. Burn them like the fuel. Put down your tool, I laugh at you. Why? Because MCs are my footstool.
You enter the hocus pocus, perhaps the dopest. Talk this, but don't overdose it. Focus, a bloodshot your lips with ferocious side effects brings the glycosis. Insanity enters humanity's like an enemy. Invade the central nervous system. Mathematically schematic, drama panic couldn't hold a tablet. Somatic, brew through your system like an admin. Bump listed, watch for the blow. High deliberate, fast and slow. The road, minute, barrier, delinquent, grabs your soul. Magnetic flux beyond control. I believe in beats in the commode, selling soul to the toilet bowl. All your possessions are owned for bio, the chemical, the clone, chromatosis, the syndrome, the rip band, the winkle, twinkle, twinkle. You're caught up with your days now. Falling is a star. What part? What's so hard that you travel so far? And even a master charge will put your arteries back apart. But a lot, this technique is so